We did it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, chat.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Another one of our pieces celebrating cultural appropriation. No.
Just in time.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
No.
God.
No. Yeah.
Look, man, just other cultures have cool things.
I know, right?
I'm tired of American shit.
Eurocentric fantasy is boring as fuck.
It really
Let's face
is.
it, chat. Let's face it.
Like, man.
It's boring as fuck.
There's...
Oh shit, some mysterious black car just pulled up outside.
Is it black? I thought it was like navy blue.
Oh, is that a blue? I don't know. I don't see race. No, no, I just wanted to say that. No.
It's like...
I actually, it does have a bit of a bluish tint, maybe. I can't really
I
tell.
guess it's Devin's food.
My eyes are bad. For a second, it looked like Vincent was delivering it.
No, that dude's black, I think.
No, he's not.
Now who's racist?
Now who's racist?
Now who doesn't see race?
You!
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, it's me. Bro, chat. Chat.
Oh, shit.
We have finally figured out the most woke way to say you've been canceled on the internet.
yeah.
It's
well,
not...
No one's here, though.
Fuck! Alright, it's fine. Fine, I'll save it for when Jamie gets here.
Save it for when everyone's here. That shit is good, though.
Cyber guilty.
Cyber guilty. Oh shit, Jamie is here.
Broke, canceled, woke, cyber guilty.
Yeah, we were watching this Toku show, and the guy said cyber guilty, and we're like, oh shit, that's the best way to put being canceled.
It's so fucking...
You're officially cyber guilty.
I've been canceled. No, you've been found cyber guilty.
You're cyber guilty. Ah! Oh, you showed up right. You showed up right when we said that, yeah. Jamie says cyber guilty. That's when Tumblr calls you out for your ships.
Yeah. What was it, for the crimes of being hetero on Maine?
Yeah. Gold Roger, for the crime of being hetero on Maine, you were sentenced to death.
How do you plead?
No, it was, do you have any last words?
That's what it was.
There are only two genders. And then that was when they did. That was
no, I thought that was super funny. One of my coworkers that I've been letting borrow One Piece finally got to the part where they got to Robin's backstory. Mm-hmm. And anytime I see them now, I'm just like, I still haven't heard you say it.
Right? Say
you want to live. I'm like, I told her, I was like, look, I'm going to make sure to save this on days where it's especially just awful. Right. I'm just going to go up to you and just, I still haven't heard you say it. Say you want to live.
Mm-hmm. You're halfway through Castlevania? Nice.
Yeah, no spoilers. We're going to end up watching it eventually.
Yeah, Ellen and Sabrina are watching it tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, so I've heard it's better than the end of Season 3, at least.
I did not like most of Season 3, I'm going to be honest.
Well, I mean, that's because there wasn't nearly enough Netflix Poochie.
That's true, first of all. He was the best part of that.
Yeah.
I also just thought, like, that Alucard's part was super weak.
Yeah.
I thought he had the weakest part of the whole season.
Yeah, and you don't want to give Alucard the weakest part.
And it was just so weird right at the end when they were just like, let's all just randomly have sex. Because whatever. And then we're going to try to kill you because...
we don't trust vampires?
What, vampires? I was just, like, very confused by those characters. And I was like...
yeah, their motivations is pretty weak.
I hated them. They gave, like, the random backstory for the one minion... You know,
yeah,
it was just like weird. I was like, they were really grasping at straws to give Alucard something to do while he mopes around.
Yeah,
that was my biggest complaint.
What's happening?
I'm just reading what she's saying. Yeah, well, Isaac's like the best character, so yeah. I mean, I guess she says that Isaac is the writer's pet. So I don't know. He just seemed like the only character who was doing anything.
Had a plan.
That really, because
his...
The part in that village was, okay. It wasn't too bad. It was just kind of, you know what I mean? I don't know. It was
kind of pointless.
It was a little boring. I'm not sure. I don't know. I feel like it... I don't know. The part randomly at the end where the guy was, the super murderer was also a little forced.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It's not that it wasn't set up right. It's that it was just kind of pointless, maybe? I don't get it, I was like...
There might be some payoff in this season for it, but, it doesn't...
I mean, I get that they're there to be, I guess bad stuff happens or something. That was kind of, the moral I felt was of their story or something.
Yeah, it was supposed to be that Sypha is,
It's they can't really settle down with a burden like this or something.
That and
lifestyle.
Sypha also being a much more wide-eye wonder girl.
Yeah.
Like she just finished this crazy quest, and she's still very sheltered throughout all of the first 2 seasons of Castlevania. So her having this kind of idyllic idea of what it's going to be like to go out and kill monsters and things like that, being torn asunder by this random human guy feels you could definitely argue that would be a good plot line for her if done better, for lack of a better word.
Yeah,
it's just one of those things that you're like, oh, this is what they want, but this is how they executed it, therefore it wasn't very good.
Yeah, I just didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I could argue again, even if you argue if it wasn't something enjoyable, I could argue that it wasn't well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, season 3, anything that was with Isaac, I was like, fuck yeah, I love Isaac.
Apparently, Jamie is saying the writer just has, big brain, edgy nihilism stuff, so they put it into stuff. I'm not sure. Apparently that was what the Apple guy is there for. I don't know.
I don't want to... okay, I'm sorry to be this guy, but I don't want to hear any single thing about the writing staff. Now, the reason why I don't want to hear anything about the writing staff is because I don't care. Particularly what their logic and reasoning was, or why they want to put something in this story. If it's a bad plot line, it's a bad plot line. There's no excuse.
Yeah,
and I know you're probably not trying to do that. I'm just telling you that that's a bit of a peeve of mine. Because when Legend of Korra was coming out, and everyone was mad about how bad it was, and they would always just call out the company for being shitty to the creators and things like that. That's oh yeah, that's true, and that definitely did happen, but that doesn't excuse the poor plot decisions and things like that, or the fact that they just decided they were going to do something that was just a big FU to the studio. That doesn't you don't ruin a series by just being I want to stick it to this company. You shouldn't do that. I feel like that's something you shouldn't do. You shouldn't do something because it's going to make somebody mad. You should do something because you think it's important. It would be good for the story, and that's something you want to do.
Jamie just says it's a bad plot line because the writer likes to jack himself off to his big-brained, edgy nihilism.
Yeah, again, no, I don't want to... That's not important. I don't want to hear that. That's not, It's not like...
It didn't even seem that edgy or nihilistic.
But you get my point, though, right?
That wasn't the view I got. It just was...
I just don't like the idea of, it being okay, we have to, talk about the person who created it. I want to separate the creator from the piece.
I thought you said you can't do that, though.
I know.
I've heard you argue the other side of this.
You can and you can't. When someone says that this is their mouthpiece, the writer's mouthpiece, that's different. That's different than they wrote this because they're this way. You can't just say they did bad writing because they wanted to do something edgy. You can just say they did bad writing.
Got you.
They made a mistake.
So you're saying the motive doesn't matter. The bad writing itself is the issue?
Yeah. For this scenario, again, motivation can be brought up a lot of times, and it is brought up a lot. But most of the times I feel if you're going to bring up motivation, you should probably talk more about things that actually are big issues. Say someone writes, it's the person who writes or directs the Triumph of the Will, Mein Kampf. The reason is to make it for Nazi propaganda. That's bad. The film itself is made very well.
Well, that's not Mein Kampf.
But I know it's the book. I said Triumph of the Will.
Yeah. That's directed.
Yeah, but you get the point.
So, I don't know. I just thought it wasn't very good. I didn't even think it was that nihilistic. It was just kind of like...
This is a bad plot point because it's not...
Yeah, it was just a boring plot.
Like
Saint Germain was cool, though, so...
Yeah.
I don't really know.
I just don't like the idea of, like, we have to talk about, like, oh, this guy's just, jacking himself off for this purpose. I think that's maybe one of the reasons.
I mean, that does happen in some things, though. Like, that's basically like Tommy Wiseau movie or, like, a Neil Breen movie.
Yeah, but that's, like, like, when you watch those films, it's very objectively apparent because they also are starring themselves in these roles and things like that. It's a very complicated thing, but, like, my personal take on it is, like, if we're going to talk about a series that is good overall, and we want to talk about the bad parts in a critical way, I feel like just saying things like the writer was jacking himself off when he made the scene do a disservice to the series that we're talking about and trying to have a discussion for.
Oh, you're just saying that saying the writer was jacking himself off is not very constructive.
Yeah.
Okay. That's like with Star Wars or whatever. You can just say, like, George Lucas is bad.
Yeah.
But then you can go a little further and be like, well, but the real issue was that no one could tell him to stop.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah.
Like,
and in that scenario too, that's a scenario where it actually would be a case of the studio causing this problem. And while I don't really care for that part of the story, that reason for why it's bad, it doesn't change the fact that it's bad. It won't ever change it ever again because it just exists in media. Therefore, there's no reason to talk about it after a certain point. You should just, move on and say, well, here's what's bad from it. Let's learn from this and move on. Is where I try to be when it comes to, like, media and having constructive conversations about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
I'm also not very invested in this, so, like, I don't know anything about the writer or anything.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't.
I didn't even know he was a big brain nihilist.
Yeah,
I just thought he was someone who wrote for Netflix.
Yeah, I can
So I don't actually know.
I don't know. That's my personal take on these types of conversations. Is I feel like you should just, if we want to be constructive and we want to learn from this, because we ourselves are all creators here. We're writers. We're trying to make stories and things like that. I feel like by saying someone just jacked himself off, I just feel like it just does a disservice to the idea of that, hey, we're all trying to grow as creators. What can we learn from a scenario like this?
Well, aren't you just supposed to not jack yourself off?
I mean, I guess, but I feel like that's just,
Oh, hold on, here we go. Okay, hold on. Okay, the writer has a history of forcing his personal views on religion and morals on characters who never showed a reason to mouthpiece those views prior, and it negatively impacts the plot structure and characters involved in those plots. Okay, so you're just saying that at some point he, like, takes a weird pivot for the characters?
Okay, well, that's a bit more constructive, though, too.
Yeah, you could say, like, suddenly changing this character's motivations or, like,
things like that out of nowhere. That's way more constructive than just
the... Okay, so he's done this before. Okay.
Because, we also joke that I do like to put a Catholic straw man in everything.
Yeah.
So that's something that I probably should work on.
I mean, you can do it. I'm mostly just saying that you should do a better job of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That would be my... you don't need to not always do it. You just need to be better at it.
Yeah, exactly.
So...
This is their Wikipedia?
You want to be smart about the things you do.
Let's see. I should probably... Are you going to turn the thing back on anytime soon?
No.
Okay, let me fix the exposure real quick here. We really do need, like, a bigger light for the main camera, I think. After the next con, if we get some money, we'll get one.
I mean, if there is an XCon.
I know, it's still, like, X days away.
Yeah. 13 days till IkiCon. Not a fucking word. Yeah, I hope I don't come...
I've never watched or read any of this guy's stuff, so I guess I don't really know.
And I hope I don't come
Oh, wait, this guy wrote Dead Space? Hold on. Oh, shit, I fucking love Dead Space, so...
Again, I hope I don't come off as rude.
Oh, with some other people. Okay.
I hope I don't come off as rude when I say that, though. I feel a little, I don't know. I feel like...
No, it's easier to just write, like, the writer likes to jack himself off, and then, like, put that on Twitter.
Yeah. Because
So,
I personally...
that's just, like, it's not against Jamie, personally. Like,
yeah, I feel... I want to make...
You're just used to seeing stuff like that all over the place, and it bothers you.
Yeah, and I feel like in this space we should be a bit more critical and a bit more... have a bit more thought in our words.
This isn't some random Netflix writer. He's like an established guy. I mean, but people must like his stuff if he has work. Now, I did see something about weird sexual stuff in there, so I don't know. I don't know anything about that, but...
To be fair, I'm also apparently a very bad judge of character as well. I've already been told multiple times that any person that I've come across, I was like, oh, I've only had 1 or 2 interactions with them, and they've seemed very pleasant. And they'll be like, all right, let me tell you how they're actually a murderer.
Nice.
And why you should cancel them right now.
Right.
Or, sorry, why you should consider them cyber guilty. But yeah, I don't know. I tried. I want to look at something objectively. Like case in point. Like,
no, I didn't say they'd exempted him from criticism. I just was like, just the fact that he's not some random guy or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, well, then there must be something in his stuff that people like, even if he does randomly start. I mean, but he's the writer. Of course, he's going to put his views into stuff. But his problem sounds like he's not like finding the right character to do it in.
Also,
what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Because you're going to put your views into anything you do as an artist.
Yeah, I mean, like...
So it sounds like his issue is that he's maybe not, like, starting with a character to be a good mouthpiece, and he's just kind of, like, fitting it in later when he realizes he needs to fit it in somewhere, which is definitely a problem.
Yeah, that's definitely bad writing.
Yeah, that's definitely a bad writer. That's an issue that should be fixed, maybe.
Yeah.
So...
Again, I don't mean to sound rude or anything. I just feel like we need to talk in a way about these sorts of things that is a bit more, not uplifting, but a bit more critical.
No, I get you.
Yeah, a bit more, solution focused, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to be better about this. Like, one of the things that I seem to be brought up a lot is is I'm a bit...
Him being the writer and putting his views into the work is exactly why we can't separate the work from the artist/writer, because it's a part of him and he's a part of it.
Also, it kind of depends too on the material that's being written. Like, how do I describe this? About how, like...
I'm a bad judge of doing this because if I like the piece, I generally don't care what the artist has done.
Yeah.
So,
it's also just
I'm a really bad person on that issue.
It's also depending on what they're talking about, too.
Yeah, so...
It's like, sometimes you can make, like, if you're doing, case in point, like, let's say you're doing, like, a non-fiction story and you're trying to be as objective as possible in it. Like, you're doing a history or a series and you've done a lot of research on it, you're going to also just kind of come off seemingly biased either way, just because of the fact, even if you are objective, someone's going to look at objective data and say, well, this doesn't align with what my viewpoint is, therefore this is biased.
Yeah, being objective is a type of bias anyway, to be honest.
It's tough.
So... Let's see. My thing is, I may enjoy or don't enjoy work, but I keep elements of its creation in mind, good or bad.
That's a good call. That's a good way to live. Yeah. I'm just saying is that
my thing is also usually like I'm just not too much more invested past like the piece itself.
I'm just trying not to be as judgy about the kind of thing, and I still think you should try to separate the work from the creator as a whole. And yes, there are times where the creator puts a lot of their thoughts and opinions in.
Yeah,
like depends on the story for a lot of things. Like a story like Castlevania, depending on who's writing it, yeah, it's going to be probably a bit different, just because of the fact that the person who's writing it is, first of all, they're going to a already established source material.
Mm-hmm.
So the already established source material was written by somebody else. So they're going to take the characters and probably put their own spin on it because of the fact that they are like, oh, this is what this means to me.
Yeah.
As a thing like that. So that's another thing too, where it's like that's a little different for a story, is because if it's something from an IP that already exists, you have to you're putting in your own voice to an IP. Whereas with like, if it's an original content or an idea, or original content, original story, that might be where it also gets a little gray at some points too. On if it is something that's,
like I said, I have an issue with this, so let's see, hold on. I don't try to justify bad things or put down good things in a work unless as a joke for my murder BB fave characters. Oh, best boy fave. I got you, okay.
That makes me think of that tweet I saw. Babe, are you okay? You've barely fetishized your irredeemable fucked up murderer.
Yeah, your favorite
murderer. Yeah.
You've barely... No, it was like you've barely sexualized your favorite murderous villain lately.
You're unforgivable, yeah.
Unforgivable, yeah. Something like that. That was really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I'm really bad about doing stuff like that. It's like, like some bad people have made good stuff, Like you just kind of keep it in mind and then you're like, yeah, that's probably like this person who was doing this was bad, but like, maybe this movie or this song or this book or whatever is kind of good. Things like that.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect.
Again, it's tough. I feel like that's another problem. And I don't want to devolve into the concept of cancel culture and things like that, or cyber guilty and all that.
What's Jamie saying here? She says, I actually never thought of BB being best boy. It's just baby. Oh, I didn't know that.
Really?
But I like it, lol. Thanks. Thank you, Wes, for this new interpretation of internet slang. I personally have indeed endorsed and supported my local murder best boy today by thinking of what fan art I want to do with him next. Or to do with him next. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't think that was baby. I thought it was just an abbreviation. I don't know internet slang much either, so I'm not with the youth.
No.
Let's see, and he has done nothing wrong ever. If he ate someone, that's on them for being tender and delicious. That's funny.
It's true. I have been known to be an entire meal.
Damn.
I'm trying to say I'm fat.
They out here thinking they're a snack when they're a whole ass meal.
I'm trying to tell you guys I'm fat.
Yeah, right.
Baby, I'm fat.
You can blame it all on me.
Baby, I'm fat. Sorry, that was
pretty funny.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
hey, whether it's a joke or not, it's whatever. It's a fictional character. I get you anyway, though. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's tough because, like, the reason why it's tough over that kind of topic of conversation is because,
my other thing is like it's a work of fiction, and people like villains.
Yeah, like I don't know. The reason I was about to say is my only issue with people who not fetishize. We'll go with fetishize. For the sake of argument here, people who fetishize characters like that are problematic and things like that, they tend to miss the point of the character in a lot of ways.
I hate all the people that are like in love with Harley Quinn or the Joker's relationship.
Yeah, things like that.
All the people who want yandere girlfriends.
Yeah, things like that.
And stuff like that.
The reason I bring those things are problematic in the sense for multiple reasons, but yeah, like you shouldn't like idolize certain things, and that's why like it's like funny for us because we understand the line. I believe we all understand the line here in this chat on what is okay and morally acceptable IRL. But like like when someone starts talking about how they love X character XYZ and they're like a very problematic character, done a lot of bad things, and you're like, well, I know that I'm joking, but are they? And that line tends to get really blurry after a while, and you get a little worried. And I don't know.
I don't know. It's not my job to stop people from being, a piece of shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I was like, I hope he doesn't go through the hat stick. That looks real cool. Like, if people want to fall in love in some sort of way that is very problematic, then yeah, that's kind of their fault. That's the way I see it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't help people that don't want to help themselves.
That's true.
Or people who are just absolutely insane and refuse help, which is basically the same thing, but they're more conscious of it. You know?
Yeah.
Especially if you're conscious of it. Just like, yeah, it's really problematic, you know, and you know, all of that stuff, but that's what I want. That's for squad goals, you know, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, that's still problematic. Don't do it.
Yeah, right. Oh, no, hold on, what is this? Jamie says, no, I don't understand the line between fiction and reality, since, I guess the character, I don't know, I'm not good at Chinese, is that like Ji-Rong or something? Eats people in fiction, that means I 100% support cannibalism, IRL, and kidnapping, and mass murder, and misogyny, and catcalling, and spitting in public. I think the spitting in public is the most egregious part.
Honestly, yeah.
Especially since I do it also sometimes.
But yeah, the point is, like, I get that y'all are, like, everyone in chat that I talk to is...
Ash, what's up? Yeah, Jamie just kind of summed it up here.
Oh, what?
Oh, Ash is here. She's like, what did I miss? I came in the middle of this.
Yeah.
Jamie's summing it up in chat.
Appreciate you, Jamie.
Yeah.
The point is that, yeah, like, I feel like there is a desperate need to understand where the line is between when you want to separate the creator from their work,
Mm-hmm.
and that if we're going to critique a work, we should definitely, you know, look at everything that is being problematic and be a bit more conscious about the choice of words we use, and just like in the sense of like, okay, this went wrong here because this, and this is why I don't like it, rather than just say, oh, this author is just someone who likes to jack himself off with his work.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be me being too reasonable, but hey, that's on
being too reasonable.
That's at least on brand. I don't know.
I should have turned this down.
And I apologize as well, because being reasonable is not what y'all are here for. You're all here for hot takes.
The hottest of takes.
Yeah.
I'm here for the lukewarm takes, Chad. No. I'm here for the cold takes. That's what I'm here for. Much like cold pizza, I enjoy a slice every now and then.
It's true.
You know?
I don't mind cold pizza. It's
Right.
I like cold pizza whenever I feel hungover. But I haven't been hungover in forever, so it hasn't come up.
Jamie says I'm here to make dirty jokes in chat. That's funny.
I appreciate you, Jamie.
We were talking about Castlevania.
Sometimes I do get a little worried about my being too reasonable. I feel like that's the thing that keeps me from getting jobs.
Probably.
I'll never forget that when that first happened.
Yeah, right. Because I remember me and John asked our supervisor at work too, because we were like, what would cause you to put too reasonable on someone's employee review? And he's just like, wow, I have like no idea. Maybe like you let everyone walk all over you or something at best. That's all I got. That's like a really weird way to put that though. Like that's not, you know.
Yeah, it's not
like that was
constructive.
because and he didn't even exactly say that. I think we just all kind of got to that agreement at some point.
Yeah.
Like that was not even a like one person got to that. We had to all collectively figure it out that like that's the closest thing that maybe you could mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
for those of you who don't know that story, basically, I was in a class for what was it? Emotional intelligence, and they gave us a one of those like questions, like, all right, who is in the right, who is in the wrong.
oh, I thought this was at like your employee review or something.
That came up later.
Oh, not yet. Okay.
It started with this.
Got you.
And because one of my supervisors was in there, and then they brought it up in our one-on-one.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, it's cool, man. So basically, they brought up a scenario where somebody was doing something, but it was really vague about what would happen. Like, it didn't specify, like, okay, someone said something, and the other person took it to being this, and then they never talked about it, and then both of them got mad at each other. And I said, well, and then they're asking, well, who's in the wrong? And like half the entirety of the room is like one side said this person's wrong, the other person's like this person's obviously wrong. And I'm like, bro, we don't have enough information here. Like, this is a really vague thing. Like, can we get more information? I don't really know what's going on. I want to know the deets. And they're like, the person who was teaching was like, you're being too reasonable. Like, just pick somebody. I'm like, no, fuck you. And then
too reasonable.
Yeah, and like I got like one of my coworkers was just like anytime she wants to like tick me off, she'll always like saying, "Oh, Matthew, you're just being too reasonable," and this is like, "Fuck you, Dada."
Too reasonable, man.
Yeah, just too reasonable.
You're just too reasonable.
Yeah.
I think you need to fly off the handle more.
Oh, maybe that would get me someplace. I have no clue. I don't know anymore, chat. All I know is that I'm not crazy enough. But I do have the red circle still.
Nice. Obviously, if you want to get crazy, you just gotta start being a huge fan of the Joker.
No.
Step one.
Can I just be a fan of Vanguard again? They get crazy way.
Damn.
I'd rather not, though. God. Sorry, chat. I did a weird... so I was going through my card collection to see what I wanted to get rid of and what I wanted to keep and then things like that. And I jokingly was like, oh, I remember this card being worth some money. And then you go online and you're like, wait, why the fuck is this like common that was in a trial deck worth like $20? And you're like, well, now I'm curious.
Yeah.
And then you start like going down the rabbit hole of all the shit that went down during COVID because of everything that's going on. And you're like, holy shit, they haven't had a tournament like they haven't had a tournament for a year, and then they didn't have a new set release for like 8-9 months.
That's a long time.
That is a long time in a card game.
That's a long time in a card game.
Card games usually give like 3 sets a year. Like minimum 3 to 4. Yeah,
3 to 4 sets a year.
Yeah,
easy.
And then having
that's
just
slow.
Yeah, and having a whole 9 months of nothing where the meta stays the same. That's detrimental to a card game. You need to honestly shake up the meta.
That's really
crazy. As much as possible so you get people buying packs.
Yeah.
Like, and the fact that, like, even if you went to, like, a local thing, all the fucking tournaments would be playing the same decks because the same decks are the best decks for that long.
Yeah, for 9 months? That's a long time to play against the same stuff.
Yeah, I would fucking quit. I already did quit, but I would have quit even faster if that had happened during my time playing Vanguard. Mm-hmm. And it wouldn't have even taken somebody calling a head judge on me for making sure I'm doing my card correctly. Yeah. And then after I beat them, after they cheated, they said, I don't deserve the win. Yeah. What the fuck? Sorry.
I do remember that.
PTSD of that shit.
Right.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah, and I don't know if y'all have heard of this, but like Target is no longer going to have Pokemon cards.
Yeah, or any trading cards.
Yeah, because of all the scalpers and someone apparently got a gun pulled on them.
Yeah, no, fucking card games,
at a Target.
Card games.
Or Pokemon cards. Yeah. Just to resell them. They're all being bought by like scalpers.
Yeah. It's fucking annoying. It's because the pandemic made it so that
stuff was hard to get.
Stuff was hard to get, and the supply was like cut in half because of the fact they're like, well, we can't order as much because no one's going to go to these tournaments.
Yeah, no one can go anywhere to buy cards and all that stuff.
Yeah. Don't
get me wrong. Generally, I believe scalpers and other such resellers are a viable part of the ecosystem because pawn scum is a part of the ecosystem.
It's true. It's true.
You do need the scum.
We do.
The scum, having been and still being scum, I support the scum. Now, the thing is, they overstep their scum boundaries, clearly.
Yeah.
You have to recognize you are scum. That's the issue right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Scum is supposed to quietly sit in the back until some organism needs it for some reason. You know? That's what you do. You just sit there and you wait, and then they come to you. You don't go to the target and pull guns on people.
No.
That's not what you do.
Yeah, card games is wild, man. It's some fucking wild shit going down right now in the world.
Right. Damn, yeah, Jamie's saying there was like an Animal Crossing Sanrio thing, and nobody got any of them because scalpers bought them all.
Yeah, it's fucking wild, man.
And that's the issue, is when there's too much scum, the environment is out of whack.
Mm-hmm.
See, everyone sees the scum doing cool scum things, and they're like, hey, I could be scum too. And they fuck it up for the rest of us. I just want to peacefully be scum. I don't need the rest of y'all coming in and pretending like you know how to be scum and ruining it.
It's true.
It's miserable.
Honestly, chat, know your role in society.
It's miserable.
Don't be scum unless you, like, you know...
You have to know you were scum from birth.
That's
true. It. We were born this way, like Lady Gaga said. You can't just become scum. It's just not right.
It's not what... It's not
right.
It's not what God intended.
It's not right.
Apparently my mom was saying that tree out front is dead.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I don't know. It doesn't look dead.
I think it's because, like, the big branches never had leaves or anything. Only those small branches are like that, which probably means that it is dead, I think.
Okay.
Is that what she's still texting you about?
Yeah, she told me to ask my dad for my birthday to get the tree cut down.
That sounds like a good birthday present, honestly.
It does, yeah, but like at the same time I was just like, yeah, I guess. I also...
Sabrina will not be happy.
Well, yeah.
Because the cat watches all the squirrels.
I mean, I don't know.
But...
I feel like anything I do will make somebody mad. Like, I'm pretty sure there's going to be like I cut down that tree, we're going to have some fucking hippies out in the front. Just being like,
some hippies out in the... I don't think hippies do that anymore. They've moved on to something else.
Look, the point is I just don't want to risk that.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like, first of all, I forgot that my birthday was coming up until I realized, oh, right, Ellen's birthday just happened. That means mine's around the corner. And two, yeah, I guess it'd be fine to ask for that, but I don't think he would do that.
You never know.
Yeah, that's true. He'd probably be like, he's the kind of person, though, that's like a little weird and a bit of a wild card when it comes to, like, you know, what is he going to do for you sort of thing.
Jamie says, fortunately, they're the same info on the cards as from the previously Japan-only release. So some people were able to get this stuff from cards using various methods. And then there's like a little face here, like a 3-face.
I believe that is that
means they were illegal methods.
Yes, I can imagine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, they're definitely on the up and up.
Methods. Yeah, right. It definitely wasn't like just scanning someone's high-def scan of the QR codes or anything. Or whatever's on the amiibo cards.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an actual QR or something slightly similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you could do that for other things, too. That was how you could do something like that to get, like, Pokemon in the newer game, couldn't you? And one of them? Was that the newest one, or was that something new?
I don't know. I could not tell you.
Turns out your phone has the tech to read Amiibo. Nice.
I remember when they first came out and people were using them at like the subway and shit, and some of them would just open the gate to let you through.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Also, chat, since we're talking about the subway, I want to make a moot point to tell you that it is always morally correct to jump the turnstile if you're in New York.
Damn.
It is always morally correct to take money from those people, from Amtrak.
Damn.
It is always
This
morally.
man is endorsing crimes.
I would always look.
No.
It's not that I'm endorsing crimes, Wes. I'm endorsing what's morally correct.
Got ya, okay.
I would never endorse something that was morally
Okay.
incorrect.
It's not a crime if it's morally correct.
That's correct. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Jamie says, I know Sun and Moon used QR codes somehow, but you don't recall the details. Yeah, I think it was something like that. I think there's like a way to get Pokemon with QR codes.
Josh would know. He was the one who was.
Yeah.
Josh,
I remember Vincent mentioning it once.
My brother's a completionist, so he's like, I'm gonna get every Pokemon in the Pokedex sort of guy.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I just remember that
Where they like scanned it at the subway and opened the gate. That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was the Metroid one too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that reminds me of supposedly there's like a story about some. I forgot if it was. I don't remember what actual game it was or something. But it was one of those kind of like. It was this thing like you could scan the barcodes of products and it would like make monsters.
Scanners.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was called. I had that game.
And in Japan, there was some sort of one specific brand of ramen that would like do it, and so it ended up being like sold out everywhere or something.
Yeah, it was called Scanners.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
And they would fight and shit like that. It was cool.
yeah.
It was definitely a cool marketing idea. I thought it was an interesting toy, at least.
There's a Pokemon knockoff that I always wanted to get because it has a like.
You can just say Digimon.
No, it's not Digimon. It's called Robopon.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, and I believe it actually had a Sun. I think its versions are Sun and Moon or something originally.
Oof.
And this was on Game Boy Color though.
Oh boy,
This was forever ago.
That's hilarious.
So it's basically like all the Pokemon were robots, but it had an IR thing on the top, infrared thing.
Yeah.
So you could like jam your remote control at it and make items and stuff.
Damn, that's broken.
I always wanted to play it, but like I never bought it. I don't see it in person a lot, but it's not worth any money. So it's kind of like I could have got it if I really wanted, but I just like never cared enough.
Yeah, no,
even though
fair.
I thought it would be cool to get.
Yeah, I got
So it's one of those kind of things.
Yeah, I've been there. There's a few things in the collection I want that are like that.
Yeah, like it's cool, but I'm not really gonna get it. I would buy it if I saw it in person. I think now.
Yeah.
But I would not buy it online.
But I just remember because it was in a Nintendo Power magazine. Like, because it was a real game and everything.
Yeah.
It was just really funny to think that you could just, like, jam your remote control at the thing. The skull looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm digging it.
I'm trying to give it a nice amount of detail that doesn't distract. Because again, it's also going to be colored over.
Mm-hmm.
Like with that, more of like a flat wash. So I just kind of want.
I just imagine it was like a bone color or something.
I'm actually just going to do a flat wash over it, like a kind of color like this yellow.
Oh, yellow. Okay. I thought it was gonna be like a tan bone color.
Nah, it's just going to be kind of like in the background a bit more.
Okay. Although if we're talking about games where you could scan stuff in, I still loved Eye of Judgment.
Yeah.
That was a fun game.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
John just sent a rant.
Oh no, a rant?
Yes, he said small rant
Oh god.
about Gabby.
Oh no. Should we air this on stream?
No.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that means John might come in.
Let me check the chat first. Is John in chat? No, he's not in chat.
Still, I don't think we should say it, even though he's not in chat.
We should not say it?
Yeah, don't do
Okay,
that.
okay.
That's,
I'll read it though, but
yeah.
Okay.
It seemed like some dirty laundry. Not like dirty, but it was just like, ooh boy, kind of thing,
Yeah, also, like, what?
Yeah, it's one of those things. You're just like, oh, jeez. Oh, man. My phone's blowing up, chat. It must suck to be popular.
I'm gonna get in on this.
Jeez, what the fuck? I just wonder.
There we go.
I really hope that that 8-6 drawing I did is in a safe place.
The what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently there's some new anime that's called like 86 or something like that.
Huh.
I saw something mentioned about it. I have no idea if it's good or not. I just saw the name. But yeah, I know what you mean. The 8-6 from Initial D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure it's up in the attic, along with the wedding sign that I signed Team Money incredibly large in the middle, so that now Gabby hates it.
Speaking of, my library brought in a canvas that said that everyone can draw on it, and I was like, all right, well, obviously I'm going to draw Team Money on this in big letters.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like about to do it, then I realized I could get really big trouble for this. And I don't know if
Is that a gang? It's going to be like Vanguard?
Yeah.
Are you in a gang?
I'm going to be like, I don't really want to have that conversation with my superiors.
Your supervisor, yeah.
No, my betters, my social betters.
Yeah.
And I'm good.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to run to the bathroom.
Wait, what is this about dogs? Is that what this is about?
That's what it's about.
About she wants to get another dog?
I thought we weren't airing this on stream, bro.
I mean, I didn't mean to, but I didn't realize that's confusing to me. Lord. Straights are at it again, chat. Apologies, I guess. I didn't really mean to actually say that. I'll take my cyber guilty. I'm just tired of this. It's just too much. Just a little too much. Where's my ruler at? Here? I did it. Found the ruler, chat. Living large. Man, that phone's blowing up. I can hear it.
Alright, I'm back. I've returned, chat. But yeah. So are we talking about this or not now?
No, we're not. I shouldn't have said anything anyway.
Okay, I was just wondering.
I just kind of like misunderstood that was what this was about, and then it was like, that seems like weird, and then
Yeah, right.
like, wait, we want another dog? Like, yeah, that seems a little unreasonable. I don't know. I far be it from me, because I like pets. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know what their situation is like, and from what I understand, they already have a dog and a cat. So I don't know. And from what John had always said, it made it seem like it was a lot.
Oh, God. I do have the perfect dog to sell Gabby on, though. I believe it's still somewhere in my photos.
What? Oh, you? Alright, I thought you were reading it out loud.
Yeah, no, me.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to find the right picture. I might have gotten rid of it. Oh, no, I think it's in this folder.
Could literally be anything, chat. This is exciting. Hold on, let me just make sure. Where's my...
Devin here throwing out the Pumpkin Johns with the, like, not like this guy.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Actually,
So what are we up to here? I'm kind of like...
I'm gonna go into the character here real quick.
Yeah.
Where'd that red marker go? God damn it.
The red one? There's a red one over here.
That's the one.
Okay. Zoom back in on this a little bit here. There we go. Not to air John's dirty laundry, but here's all John's dirty laundry.
Look, man, I said I was sorry, and I didn't mean to.
And then you kept talking about it. I love it. I'm not trying to be. I just thought it was funny. Like the situation itself is hilarious too.
Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to apologize. God bless. I'm gonna mute you now. Jesus, there's 21 messages.
Okay, we didn't do 21 messages. I don't think that's 21 messages. We might be behind on some.
No. Oh no. Eric's also ranting. Never mind.
Okay.
So I take.
You're in the middle of two rants here.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Chat, there are two rants inside of you. Which one do you feed?
Neither. I don't want to be a part of any of them. I just want to live my life.
You just want to draw the pretty picture.
Dude, that's a huge ass fucking mood. I don't want to deal with anyone's bullshit anymore. I'm tired.
You just want to draw the pretty picture.
Like, man, like, the worst part about going to work is not necessarily how fucking awful my supervisory team is. I'm, like, aware of it. But it's, like, having to, like, go up to somebody and say, hey, how's it going? And then them immediately respond to, oh, you know how fucking shitty it is. Man, I fucking hate it here. And you're like, yes, yeah, you're right. You're right. I hate it here, too. Thank you for telling me that. I am aware. I'm aware.
Right. Why even ask them how it's going, then?
Well, it's because, like, it's, like, cordial. You're, like, it feels like I'm supposed to tell them that, you know? Like, it's just, like, one of those things where you're like...
Nah, just give them the casual sup.
Yeah.
That doesn't leave any room for a response side sup. That's it.
I don't know. I feel like they find a way. But the point is that it's just frustrating to go to work. Just because you're like, oh, God, I have to be the mediator. Like, that's annoying because I'm not a supervisor.
Yeah.
And yet everyone comes up to me like I am one. And I can't tell my supervisory team that they need to get their fucking act together because they won't listen.
Yeah.
I told them, like, hey, it's a bad idea to try to have 4 one-on-ones in the span of 3 hours.
Yeah.
No, not even 4. 5. It was like 5 people. And then they told them the day of. Yeah, I know it's a little off.
Okay. I was just like, I didn't know if it was me.
No, I know it's a little off.
So, I'm not trying to be rude.
No, I know you're not. You just want the piece to be good.
I just want the picture to be very pretty.
Yeah, no. If we're going to rant about anything...
The prettier the picture is, the faster the job gets done. You know what I mean? The faster you can leave it, you know?
No, I get you. But not to have my own rant, but like...
Yeah, this is now the rant stream.
Right?
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And now I'm about to start ranting about how much I fucking hate everyone ranting these days.
Right? It's how it goes, man. You can't win.
Right. Chat, start throwing your rants in.
Please.
Rant stream.
Please don't.
Oh shit, John's here. Rant, power rant. Yeah, exactly, man.
No. Oh well. Sailor V. Hopefully, maybe when I get the instructor position, I'll have none of these people fucking talk to me anymore, and I can just, you know...
On stream rant time, right? This is now a therapy stream. Chat, call in with all your problems. We would like to know them so that we may use them against you later. Chat, we love you. We would never do that to you.
He's lying.
No, I would do that to you. We would never do that to you.
Oh,
see, it's different.
That's true.
See, it's different. See?
There's a technicality, yes.
Yeah, see, it's different. No.
You sure you're not a lawyer?
I wish.
It's true. You would have that sweet lawyer money.
Right? You need it for... I need it for real, though? Yeah, right?
I mean, we all need it. It's just expensive. It's like, who the fuck can afford therapy in this fucking country?
I did kind of want to become a therapist a long time ago. I thought that would be a fun job.
I thought being an art therapist would have been cool at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a little different, but...
Mm-hmm. Well, people used to tell me I was pretty good at listening to stuff without judging. Until my best friend told me all I do is, judge people.
It's true.
So he saw through the lies, I guess.
I mean, yeah. Look, you were just lying to yourself.
I was lying to myself all along, And we're always the last to notice it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ash says, what does an art therapist do?
An art therapist is somebody...
John, I don't think so. I don't think so.
What?
John just said, is divorce cheaper than therapy? I don't think so.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be real honest right now. I'm going to pull you away from the cliff right now, my man.
Yeah, no, divorce is definitely not cheap, especially because usually, depending on how good your lawyer is. If you need a good lawyer, though, my father is always available.
That's true.
And I'll make sure that I get a referral fee.
Yeah, obviously.
No,
all right, so art therapist.
Art therapist, what they do is it's kind of like, think of it as like an occupational therapist. The therapy involved in art is more, it's a different kind. It's not like, like how most people use like Rorschach tests, things like that. Don't think of it like that. Art therapy is more of a, how do you get your feelings onto the canvas, and how do you talk about your feelings through picking out colors, things like that. Usually an art therapist will talk to do a little bit of talking with the client, and like talk with them about things that are going on throughout the week, and then like, well, we're gonna go take these colors, things like that, and we're gonna make your feelings onto the paper. There's also a bit about for more on the people who are on the spectrum, the autistic side of art therapy is more along the ideas of getting paint, finger painting, because finger painting has a texture, and a lot of things to do with autism are very sensory based.
Yeah.
So making things that are like, colorful, bright, as well as have a texture to them that make them like, more acclimated to sorts of things. That's part of it as well. There's a lot of different things you can do.
Easy way is like an art therapist. The art is the method of the therapy.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Like they use art to help with the therapeutic process of the patient. So that's what it is. Like art is the method.
Yeah, don't think of it as like the
you're not an art critique or something like you're not an art critic. It's not therapy for their art.
Yeah, it's more about how
it's helping them come to terms. You're like I said, you're using art as the method of therapy.
Yeah,
like that. So you can paint it out, and discuss things.
Yeah,
things like that. Like because art, it could be a very therapeutic process.
Yeah,
get your emotions onto the paper.
Most people who do art do it as a form of therapy, and most people don't do art as a means of making money. In fact, most people would argue that if you're doing art as a means of making money, that is the exact opposite of therapeutic. Because it becomes, mentally you decide that it's a job rather than something that gives you joy. It depends on the person, but
John kind of gets it right there. Draw your happy place. Yeah, that's pretty close. That's there. That's definitely there. It's a little stereotypical, but it's still there.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, stereotypes exist for a reason.
Yeah, but it is a pretty interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
John says Matt throws colors at them and says congratulations, and that's art therapy. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
While they sit there in a folding chair with one light on them. Congratulations.
I can't handle it anymore.
Congratulations.
You've won the battle over yourself.
Exactly. He won the war over himself.
He loved Big Brother.
Exactly. He loved Papa John's. I mean Big Brother.
Same
energy.
Same energy.
Same delicious pizza.
What?
Papa John's, if you're out there. Well, we don't want you to be a sponsor, but we would like some free pizza.
I'm gonna level with you here, Wes. I don't even want their free pizza.
Damn.
Their pizza's.
I just want free pizza though.
Look, we could go literally like I would prefer
Hold on.
eating Cece's pizza.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Cece's pizza is literal plastic.
Okay, I get you. It has been a long time since I had Papa John's pizza. There was a point where it was pretty decent. That was a long time ago.
It's no longer decent. Not even the racist thing. It just does not taste good. How do I know this, chat? Is because fucking the library gets a coupon and a special deal to Papa John's fucking pizza.
Okay. No, Cece's. I'm fine with Cece's. Oh, let's see. Use the pizza to lure people to come to WishCon? Fuck yes, first of all. That's a good idea. That's how we'll get all the stars to come.
Yeah.
Look, no, we love Cece's too. Cece's started slacking hard. Alright? We think Cece's could do better if they go back to being their old selves. As they were, like it says, your childhood, that was our childhood too.
No, yeah, don't get us wrong, chat.
The issue? The drinks. Why do I get a shitty plastic cup like that?
Not even the drinks.
They turned them down to disposable plastic cups.
That is one of them too.
That pissed me off.
Tiny cups. I mean, sure, yeah, it's free refills, but
really pissed me off.
But like the fact that I have to get up more now is a bit more, frustrating. I'm there to eaten myself into a coma, not exercise.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Cece's.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, that was probably really loud, and I apologize.
That would have been really funny if you smashed your light table off of that.
Yes, it would have been. But the point is. No, Cece's also has quality of pizza, just legit. Like the
last time I was there, it was not the best.
It was also it just makes me really sick now. Mm-hmm. You can tell that the ingredients aren't as good as they used to be because again, if you've ever been to Cece's or known somebody who works there, it's like knowing what the sausage is. It wasn't the sausage. It's not a good scene. The point also is that. It's just that, over time, in order to keep up with customer demands, you have to skimp out somewhere.
Yeah. Raise the price, gave me a smaller drink.
Yeah.
Pizza's not as good anymore.
Yeah, because the pizza's made of worse in quality ingredients.
Yeah.
And
I know pizza companies can change. Domino's,
man.
Domino's.
Had the best PR strategy I've ever fucking seen. Mm. Yeah, we know we were shit. Now we know we fucked up.
I love that marketing campaign. That is beautiful. Jamie says, I had the stream on mute to finish the episode of Castlevania I was on and come back to pizza. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
variety.
Yeah, I love that shit. Domino's was just like, we know we fucked up. We know we were shit. You told us we were shit and we decided to listen. That was like the best. I was just like, I can't believe it. This is so good.
This is the power. It also
they reclaimed it.
Did you also know that certain local Domino's are paying contractors to fix potholes in the streets?
Really?
Because too many fucking local governments won't agree on whether or not we should fix our roads. So
First of all,
Domino's said, all right, fuck all y'all, we'll do it ourselves. And then they had their logo put on it and said, yes, we did.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was like, man.
First of all, fixing the roads is socialism. So I support their rejection of communist socialist ideals, Matthew. If you want a good road, just buy the road yourself and fix it. That's it. That's what we should be doing. Obviously. Why would I waste money so that people who I don't even know can drive on roads I don't even use? That just screams communism, Matt.
It does, yes.
Done.
Jamie says Domino's is the one chain pizza I'll eat from.
Yeah, pretty much. It's become my go-to now.
Yeah.
Their sides got so good too.
Yeah, it's weird though, because don't get me wrong, I don't mind when Ellen asks us to get Pizza Hut. Don't get me wrong, Pizza Hut's good. I really like Domino's options better.
Yeah, like I'm saying, the sides and the options. You can get different sauces that are.
You can also get a sandwich from Domino's.
That's what I was talking about, the side things or non-pizza items.
Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they're good.
Those bread knots things are really good.
Bro.
They're covered in so much garlic that I get super sick, and that's why I love them.
Yeah, it's probably why Ellen doesn't like them, because that gets her super sick, too.
Oh, yes. Ash says the Domino's cookie brownies are the best.
Oh, yeah, those are great.
John says I'll only go to Pizza Hut again when they bring back the same pizza from Code Geass. Fuck yes. I agree. And then when you open the box, Colors starts playing. That's what we fucking need.
And it also just is as okay. Also, the pizza comes off just like the anime, where it's like
so gooey.
Yeah, I honestly, I feel like that pizza would probably taste really bad if it was that gooey.
Maybe.
I don't know. I've never had a pizza that looked like it was if it was ever animated.
Yeah.
But they make it look so good.
Mm-hmm. Jamie says Pizza Hut is fine. Domino's comes through for me in my time of need always. I like their cinnamon twist. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut is fine, but I feel like they have not evolved.
No.
Since they got lazy when Domino's was really trash. They were like, we've got this locked up.
Yeah.
We've got this locked up. Pizza Hut used to be so good.
And don't
Innovators. The Pizzone.
Oh.
The Edge Pizza.
Oh.
One of the best pizzas ever.
They also had those like personal pizzas that you had like for like the 333 option and or whatever it was. You had like 3 personal pizzas, and then you had 3 different dipping sauces, and then you had like 3 different drinks it came with, and it was all like $10.
It was something stupid.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
It was insane.
Yeah. It was crazy dumb.
And now they just got the formula hasn't changed, and that's fine.
Yeah,
like,
no, the pizza's not bad.
You don't have to change the formula.
The pizza's not bad, but they haven't evolved.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't know. I haven't gotten pizza in forever. I don't know. I feel like they haven't evolved to meet Domino's game.
No, I don't think they have. Again, as someone who has been frequently eating them, I think I find more of their pizza makes me sick.
Gotcha.
Than Domino's does. Now, Ellen probably is just different with her stomach than that because she usually is like Domino's makes her sick. But that's probably because Domino's puts a bit more garlic on their stuff than Pizza Hut does. And again, I understand garlic is a thing, but
No, I still like Little Caesars pizza.
Yeah, Little Caesars is fine.
I miss them though because like I'm old, chat. I remember Little Caesars in the heyday when Little Caesars was the chain to beat.
Yeah, I do.
Way back in the day.
Yeah, I remember.
Way back in the day.
I remember eating way too much.
The Bigfoot.
Oh.
The Bigfoot. I remember it as large as this desk.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
I was a child, so it was probably like 2.5 times smaller than I remember. Probably. Just because I was a tiny human. But that pizza was fucking huge. It's probably like 3/5 of this desk, but something like that. It's like, a quarter, 3/4 of this desk. It was massive. The Bigfoot pizza.
Oh, yeah.
Huge. That one that was like a yard long. And the breadsticks were on the end of it.
Yeah.
And it came in that long case that, you held like this, like it was a fucking instrument or something. It's like a fucking gun in there.
Yeah.
That pizza was sweet. You never tried Little Caesars? You only seen the commercials? I think they're pretty good usually.
Yeah, again, the deal that you get for them is pretty good. The bang for your buck.
Yeah. They're like, they had a horrible crash and burn in the 90s. And they've clawed their way back to being not so bad.
Yeah, I remember my grandma.
If the pretzel crust is still in, though...
It is, yeah.
The pretzel crust pizza is the shit. Like, the last time it was there, and I went in, and then it was actually not there, because I was like, hey, let me get one of those pretzel crust pizzas. And the girl behind the desk is like, oh, we're not doing that anymore. I just looked her dead in the eye and went, fuck. Well, all right. And then I left. That was it. I didn't order anything else. I just left. Straight up left.
I just can imagine her. She's goes to her supervisors. Bro, this guy was like really fucking pissed.
Yeah, I didn't make it sound like I was too mad. I was like, fuck. All right. And then I left. That was it. I just turned around and left. I am going to look at that. Is that still in? Is that back? Is it back?
I feel like it's back.
I feel like I had seen it, but I'm not sure. Let me see. Because I might go pick one of those up. Those are so good. It's because they use like this cheese sauce on it that goes with the pretzel crust.
Yeah, I got you.
So it makes it really good.
You know what's funny is I actually had dinner and I'm like, man, I'm fucking hungry. Talking about this food.
I don't think it's in right now.
It's a shame.
Yeah, right.
As someone who ascribes to the fat lifestyles.
I mean, they wouldn't be open right now anyway.
Really? I feel like they used to be...
It's 9. Oh, they close at 10 apparently today, it seems.
Yeah, I remember them being like a late night thing.
Not late night.
I guess.
But yeah, I'm not seeing it. It looks like they have like a super thin crust pizza right now as their thing.
Their gimmick.
Yeah. They cycle through different gimmicks every now and then. If the pretzel crust comes back, their deep dish is really good though. Their deep dish is actually pretty good. That and the crazy bread. The crazy bread is like the reason to go, usually. Crazy bread's so good.
Let's see, what do we got here? John, Little Caesars will always have a special place in my heart. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking of that story too. Yeah, especially I told that girl behind the counter she was beautiful. Yeah. I love that fucking story.
It's green, man.
Yeah, I was like, he's just trampling right through to her heart. Is there something on my face or something? No, I just think you're beautiful. That was it.
That was it, man.
That was it.
That's all you had to say.
He's a romantic, Chet.
He's so mad. He really is, though.
I just think you're beautiful. Done.
Game over, chat.
That's it. That's it.
This man walks up to you and says,
I just think
you're beautiful. That's
Done.
it. That's all you need.
Done.
Pants down, panties dropped.
Done.
That's all I needed.
Game over.
It's game over. Because it's never over.
It's never over. I fucking love that 0-2 belt.
I still need to get the metal cluster hopper. That's like the last thing I need.
True.
Like then I have all of the stuff I want from 0-1.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also going to be able to actually start working on that cosplay in July once my costume program's done.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm making the 0-1 helmet for the class.
That's right. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
John says, now I'm off to do my way of the house husband and go cook dinner. I'll catch you guys later. All right, man.
Yeah, I did my way of the house husband yesterday. I made fish and fish tacos, technically.
Gotcha.
It was fried tilapia. It's like one of the only fish Ellen tolerates, which is really funny.
That's funny. Yeah, I've been cooking more too lately. It's really fun.
Yeah, same. I think it's a lot of fun to cook. I'm actually glad that we are eating in more. Though today I ate out because...
Yeah, I still have a problem with like the middle of the day I'll go get something. Like if I'm going out for something.
Yeah, I had food. I didn't have any food to take with me for lunch today.
Mm-hmm.
I did have food for dinner though. That was from here, so that does make it a little bit better, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't bring anything with me. I should have brought something. I'm trying to think of what I have. It's just tough because that smoothie I bring. I think if I put that protein powder in it, maybe I'd be able to just have that and not have to worry about anything. But
probably it'll fill it out.
Yeah, it's just that I really don't like
the taste of it.
No, I love the taste of it.
Okay.
I just don't like not having anything. What's the word? Like
solid.
Solid, yeah.
That's what I figured you were going.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. I really like solid food.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm a picky eater in that regard.
You're living in the past, Matt. All food will be liquid in the future. And then in the super future, it'll all be gas, and you inhale your dinner. Just.
I've been told I already do that, so.
No. See, they're not being literal, though. That'll be the future.
I don't know if they're being literal, chat.
No, they're not. Not yet.
You'll just pull up to the drive-thru and they'll just like shoot the Green Hornet gas gun right in your face. But it'll be your meal.
God.
That was the first thing I could think of that is a gas gun.
Yeah.
I don't know if that just makes me really old or like I just don't watch enough media where people have gas guns. I'm not sure.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Yeah, right? It doesn't come up very often.
Yeah, no, it doesn't really, but when it does.
Yeah. And I mean, they had a Green Hornet reboot, like however many years ago, 8 years ago, 100 years ago, I don't know,
I don't remember when, I was going to say Zach Rogen. Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen was, when was he doing movies?
Yeah, right.
When was he popular?
That movie has to be like, I would guess that movie is from 8 years ago, but I don't know.
God. Part of me wants to check.
I'm going to look it up.
Another part of me is like, no, don't do it.
Do you want to guess what year it's from?
Sure. I'm going to guess 2008.
I'm going to guess 2014.
Actually, yeah, it's probably 2010.
That is a 2011 movie.
Holy shit.
Wow. I did not think that. I thought for sure that was like a 2014, 2013 movie. I did like this movie, though.
Yeah, I thought it was really
good.
good.
That's because I liked Green Hornet.
Yeah, it was a good adaptation.
Yeah.
I thought it was very
cool. I like his theme a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like the theme a lot. It's really good. Oh, yeah, Cameron Diaz was in this movie.
that one's back. Wait, is it only?
Oh shit, dude! I didn't know the guy who was Kato in this was the dude who was Takumi in the initial D movie.
Really? I didn't know
That's
that either.
crazy.
That's awesome.
Like I knew he was a big name, like in China, because he was like a musician also.
Yeah.
I think is he Chinese or it's either that or he's Korean. Let me see. I think he's Chinese. Yeah, Cho. Yeah. Like I knew he was someone famous, you know, like outside the U.S. That's really funny. I didn't know that too. I didn't know he was in that also. That's hilarious. Wait, there's gonna be a sequel movie?
Oh no.
No way. It still says to be announced for the initial D movie.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Oh damn. Even more Chinese trap music. Yeah, I didn't realize. Apparently, he's like a singer also.
Most of them are.
That's really cool.
Most of the actors
They have a
are
lot of they have a lot of like triple threats over
Yeah.
over in other countries.
Yeah.
So it seems a bit more common.
Yeah, it's interesting actually. I wonder why that is.
You know, I don't know. Probably just something to keep more, you know, on brand or whatever.
Maybe like the companies, you know, they have more stuff, you know.
I have no clue.
I mean, you're a better hire if you can do all of that stuff.
I agree that. Yeah. I have no
So-
clue if it's like if it's like mandatory or something like that, or if it's just like,
Yeah, that I'm not actually sure of.
or if it's like just like, oh, we just
It's
know.
not like people don't try to do that over here.
No, I know. It's just like it's something that seems like it's not necessary for most actors.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't catch on as much. Like
Yeah.
they're not as successful in it usually.
Yeah. Usually, like, yeah.
Most of the actresses who try to like break into music don't do too well. I feel like
Yeah.
either that or I just forgot someone who's really famous for that. Maybe.
I couldn't tell you. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
There's two. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question.
I was gonna say what. Where are we going with that?
I'm just gonna do this.
Oh, that's right. The whole thing is gonna be colored like this, or
It's gonna be colored like orange and red.
got ya. Okay, I was a little confused because I was like, well, there's no skull there.
Yeah.
Because at first I thought you were just doing orange on the skull.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't feel like.
Because that is pretty big, especially like if you watch a lot of those like toku shows.
Yeah, they usually like do the songs and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's quite a few, especially like the 80s. That happens quite a lot.
Yeah, I know, like fucking.
Because when we were watching Green Screener,
Yeah.
they're a band, you know, playing,
Yeah.
and that actress actually sings the song. I don't know if the rest of them are actually playing the instruments, but she's the actual singer.
Yeah.
So.
I would be shocked if they were, but at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure.
Oh, but yeah, chat. We started watching some old Toku show. It's called Cyber Cops, and we're just calling it Green Screen Sentai Green Screener, because like the entire show is like so much bad green screen composite stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because it's from 89, I think. So like the effects are very noticeable and overused.
Oh yeah. It's also really funny too. Is what the guy says when he's about to kill the main villain, the villain of the week.
Oh yeah.
We've
Cyber guilty.
Cyber guilty. So we've adopted that as our new term.
Yeah, we don't use canceled anymore. We use cyber guilty.
Yeah. We feel it's a bit more fitting and more appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this weird like cop show. They get into armor, you know how it is.
Yeah,
Things like that. It's really it's ridiculous.
It's really bad.
Man, those effects are so bad.
They're hilarious, but
They're hilarious. They're on par with like an African movie or something.
a Hollywood film.
Yeah. Well, they film all over in Africa, so
Well,
don't get it twisted.
I'm not getting it twisted. I'm just saying specifically the ones I can think of are Hollywood films.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen horrible effects in Nigerian films also.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I want to know what movie that horrible shootout scene is from and watch that movie. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
The guy slides across the floor and everything. I love their movies.
Well, their movies are great.
Yeah.
Green screen Sendai. Green screen job.
Dude, Green Screener is going off. We're only 2 episodes in and I love it.
It's wild, yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's just a lot.
It's really funny.
It's just so much.
Oh, he's got the crowns. He's painting a beautiful sunrise. Or is it a sunset? We'll never know.
It's a sunrise.
Oh, okay. Way to ruin the ambiguity. What a shitty creator.
I know.
You're supposed to leave it ambiguous forever so that fans can debate online.
Nah, fuck that
What
shit.
will we do now? There's no meaning left in our life.
I don't know, man. Read a book.
The Metal Gear Solid 2 advice?
Yeah.
Go outside, read a book,
Go
shit
outside
like that.
and read a book.
I love that shit. Just go outside, man.
Read a book.
Dude, Kojima is the shit.
Did you know Kojima's making a game where nothing actually bad happens and everything is great?
Blasphemy.
Well, you know, it was a good try, I guess. Good,
Yeah, right.
Good effort. Tried.
Yeah, this is gonna look really cool.
We're really trying to channel some old school fantasy here.
Mm-hmm.
After you saw all those books too.
Yeah.
Although it's funny because we didn't even think of this yesterday though, right?
We did think of this yesterday.
So this is synchronicity.
Yes, there it is. Synchronicity. The only police I support. And you know, it's funny. Even if I say that, I was like, their music's okay.
They got some good songs.
Yeah, they do. I still think it's weird that everyone plays the "Every Breath You Take, I Will Be Watching You" at weddings, but you know.
Oh yeah, that's the Stalker national anthem right there.
Yeah, so it's a little weird.
Especially when they should just be playing the Bad Boy version, you know, with Puffy.
Oh yeah.
It's a tribute to Biggie with Mary J. Blige too.
Mm-hmm. Rip Biggie.
But yeah, no, that song is like the Stalker anthem for sure.
Yeah, that and Plain White Tees. What's her name? Hey There Delilah.
Oh, that song? Is that a Stalker song?
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
I only
thought
know.
it was like a cheesy long distance relationship song.
Nah, it ended up being more of a stalker song. Apparently, apparently that was one of those things where when you found out that it was meant because the girl came forward and was like, "Hey, bro, like don't do this."
Ah, okay. That's interesting.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I only found out about that because when I was in middle school, I went to a concert for my friend's birthday, and Plain White Tees was one of the bands playing. And I was like, man, this fucking band's shit. And I'd never heard of them before we got there.
Got you.
Like,
I only know that one song from them too.
And also it was like, because we were there apparently to see Fall Out Boy, and it was okay. Their show was okay at best. I actually really liked Gym Class Heroes that was there.
Oh, I think I remember them.
Yeah, they had a cool they reminded me a lot of like what the sound the Gorillaz used to have. Like a mix of like rock and rap, and hip hop and things like that. So I like them a lot. They had a guy there that was just the guy who like had a flag and he was just waving it around the entire time. It's awesome. His job was just to be the flag bearer. That's fucking.
He's the
awesome.
flag guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
like being the drummer boy in the Colonial War.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you're not there to do anything other than to up morale. But
Ash is chiming in. Yeah, she's. I never realized that about that song either.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I just remember that song being played all over the radio.
Yeah, I just remember that was like a thing that had come up at one point. And I was like, oh, well, I mean, I didn't like the song anyway, so whatever. And then I just went about my day, you know.
Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, that song's whatever. I'm just kind of getting tired of hearing it now. You
Yeah,
know?
pretty much.
Like, that'll happen to me on a lot of songs. Unlike that song, Happy. I fucking hate that song. I fucking never want to hear that song again in my life.
Which one's that one?
The one with Pharrell.
Oh! Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking done with that song.
That's fair.
I never want to hear that song again in my life.
That's fair.
Anybody else out there got a song they never want to hear again in their life?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be just one. You can chime in with several. You got one, Matt? You got a song off the top of your head that you would never want to hear again in your life?
Who is Taylor Swift?
Just anything from Taylor Swift?
No.
I kind of like Taylor Swift sometimes.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I just... There hasn't been a Taylor Swift song that I've been like, I'm okay with listening to this for a while. What was that one song that my... Oh, no, I know. The song, I can't remember who it's by, but I remember one of my coworkers when I was in the food business would play it all the time. It was like called something like "I'm So Fancy."
Oh, that fucking song?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I hated that song.
You fucking loved that song.
Oh, I hated that song.
I hated that guy too, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, that song is bleh.
Yeah, that song's pretty bad. Pretty trash.
Yeah, not a fan.
Not a fan in the slightest bit. Yeah, no, that's a song I'm not ever wanting to listen to again.
Okay, I can feel you.
If possible.
Yeah, obviously. It'll be the first track on the soundtrack to Hell for you.
Oh, I'm not shocked, yeah.
Yeah. It'll play over the mall speakers.
Yeah. Right. And now, I'm so fancy.
No! This one goes out to Matthew Clark.
No!
Hope you're enjoying eternity.
It's called We Hate You, Please Die. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck yeah, I love this song.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I got a song named after me.
There we go. He's getting the flames everywhere. The swirly, fiery clouds. Kind of like a rocky clouds or something.
Mm-hmm.
Got the swirl there. Some use for the orange ink. Mm-hmm. I still think you should have just done a giant painting of Naruto with all that orange ink, but you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, to each so, you know.
Yeah, everyone, you know, some people make mistakes in their life.
Yeah.
I'm not one of them.
No, you are one of them for not just doing a giant thing of Naruto with all of your orange ink.
Look, man, what my mom and my dad did is not whatever's going on in this stream. I don't know why you have to bring that up.
The Naruto shirts?
No, with me being a mistake.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Because you said I'm a mistake. I was like, nah, bro. Don't bring my parents into this. Bring my parents into this. That's fucked up, man.
You weren't a mistake, Matthew. You were a happy little accident.
Oh, thank you. That makes it so much nicer for some reason.
Yeah, exactly. See, you're like one of those adorable bushes in a Bob Ross painting. You know, on the canvas of life.
That's okay. My mom and dad said I was an accident too. Fucking love Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, I know, right?
They fucking just did the random, like, savage as shit.
Yeah, that show was great.
I can't wait until the dark, gritty reboot comes out on TV or whatever.
They had the live action one you're talking about?
Yeah, the live action one.
Yeah. Because they already had a reboot cartoon, and that was really bad.
Did they?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was very bad.
I just know the anime.
Yeah,
Powerpuff Girls Z.
that one was weird.
I only got to see a few episodes, but I actually kind of liked it just because it was so weird.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong.
Because they were like Mahou Shoujo characters.
Yeah, it was very bizarre. Like,
I thought that was cool.
Also, it's just funny because it's weird. It's funnier just because of the fact that how heavily influenced by Japan that show is.
Yeah, to see it go to flip back to being an anime is really funny.
Yeah, definitely agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that just to me is just like hilarious.
Oh yeah,
in of itself, just being like, oh man, life imitates art. And
it's like with Go Busters, how like they said like
Let's
morphin and all of that shit. It was kind of like they were like, all right, we're gonna try making a Western Power Rangers.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of.
Definitely agree on that. Yeah, that's definitely the vibe you get from Go Buster as opposed to all the other stuff. It's just really funny though to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just like, oh my god, what? For most of it. Did they really just say Let's Morphin?
Oh god, Ash says I only know the reboot for the twerking scene. Oh.
Yeah. There's a lot of memes in it.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, they made it into a more of a...
Oh, it's like a Teen Titans Go kind of show.
Yeah.
Or like the Thundercats one was, right?
Which one?
The other reboot, right? Wasn't there...
There's two reboots, I guess, yeah.
The one that looks like a kid's cartoon.
Oh, then yeah, probably. I actually don't know if that show was good or not. I just know people were complaining about it.
Yeah, I just know everyone hated it. So, and the art style reminded me of like Adventure Time or some sort of Teen Titans Go.
We call that derogatory. To call it in a derogatory term, we call that Cal art style.
Cal art style or whatever, right?
If we want to just say something that looks like that and not actually have a critical eye for anything and have an actual conversation, we just write it out.
Cal? Is that like a person's name or is that like California?
California. It's an actual college.
Oh, okay.
That college is known to pump out a lot of people who work now for Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and all other cartoons.
Okay.
So a lot of people call it Cal Art Style because of the people who went there. And they want to use a derogatory term to not have a conversation about why their art is actually bad. They just want to say a buzzword to make it seem like they're being oppressed when in actuality they just suck.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they just don't want to have to deal with that fact because, reality's hard.
Yeah, right.
Reality makes me cry.
Art is subjective. And also the art doesn't have to be good for the show to be popular. Like they used to have shows like Dr. Katz or Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, again, the show just has to make money.
And it's a medium,
And they've determined what makes money is this style. Now you may not like that,
and styles change too.
Yeah. If you feel like you don't like it and you want to be a driving force for change, get fucking good.
Yeah, right. Come up with a compelling story.
Yeah. Make something that's like worth my time.
Yeah.
Don't just like write off of a whole entire genre of art style as bad because of the fact that you just can't get what you want.
Yeah. And again,
that's
just popular at the time or whatever.
That's why that's one of the things where I'm trying to be a bit more critical of myself whenever I'm looking at a piece of media where it's like, do I actually think this is bad, or am I just saying this because of the fact I'm mad that I'm not them?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I try very hard to be critical on that, where it's like, because I've been told I have a bit of a problem where I get a little judgy when it comes to other people's art, and I need to, one of the ways I'm mitigating that is trying to be mindful whenever it's becoming that trap.
I got you, definitely.
But again, being too reasonable and all that, but
I mean, things don't have to be good to be popular either.
Yeah.
Like, quote, good or whatever is subjective.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that.
But again, I don't think being judgmental in that regard and just brushing it off as, oh, this is a style that is of the Cal Arts people, it makes you sound like a piece of shit. That's my take on it. Like it makes you sound like you don't know what you're talking about. And I don't really like people who talk like in a way that makes them sound like they don't know what they're talking about.
Gotcha.
If you're going to be critiquing something, be smart about it.
That's true.
Do your homework. Have an opinion. But in reality, though, that never works because people who don't, my opinion that has been researched is equal to the opinion of someone whose opinion has not been researched and has more followers on Twitter.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's always been like that.
Yeah, no, I know. Even before Twitter, it's like whoever had the most influence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
reality is subjective. There is no objective reality.
right, and that's why I substitute my own.
Yeah, exactly, right?
I fucking hate that.
That movie was so bad. I loved it. Like, man.
I just was like so thrown off. Like when they said the line, I was like, "This can't be the origin of this fucking line."
That was so funny.
That's all like, no, you stop that. You take that back.
So funny, dude. Yeah, you were so mad.
Oh, dude, I was hella pissed. I was like, no, that's a good line. No, don't. No.
That was amazing.
It can't be from this film.
Dude, see? Things don't have to be good to influence you either.
That's true. Look at Neil Breen.
That's true.
He's influenced me a hell of a lot. He is anything but.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, because he's a master, not...
Yeah, he's beyond good and evil. Good and bad. Anything like that.
Yeah, any concept.
Mortals could never understand Breen.
No.
Breen is a concept of his own that cannot be judged by humans.
Because this is not what he had planned for our species.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna see if I can find that shirt, because I want to wear that shirt again.
It's from this movie called, Oh god, it has like 3 different names. It's called...
That's how you know it's bad.
I believe one of them is the Dungeon Master, and
Yeah.
the other one is Arena, or something. No, it's not Arena. It's, I'll find it. I'll send you the IMDb for it.
It's not good.
It's a really weird, like,
Multiple director kind of film.
Yeah, it's an anthology kind of film.
Yeah.
Is kind of what I'm gonna say. So, let me find the IMDb. Actually, I'll just link you to the Wikipedia page for this.
Popularized by one Adam Savage of Mythbusters fame.
There we go. Yeah, so every segment of this movie has a different director also. It's basically the plot is like this guy's girlfriend gets kidnapped by a super
Satan.
wizard. Yeah, like Satan as a satanic super wizard or something. A little confused exactly who he is. I think maybe he was Satan. You might be right. So then he gets like... Do they go into the computer, right?
Yeah. Or no, he gets like the computer attached to his arm.
Yes, he has a computer attached to his arm that his girlfriend is very jealous of also.
Yeah.
Because it has a feminine voice.
Yeah, and the fact that he likes using it a lot.
Yeah.
Because, plot.
Yeah, exactly.
Tech bad and things like that.
Yeah, but like he has to go through all these really dumb trials to save her,
Yeah.
But it's really dumb.
It's not very well written.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, because it's very since it's an anthology kind of directing thing, a lot of the character interpretations seem to get lost in the translation.
Yeah, because there's not much character building or whatever.
Yeah.
And some of the trials don't make any sense and are really stupid.
Yeah, like there's
the one where he just like kills the random thing and then it turns out they were an angel, but then that didn't also matter and he passed the trial.
Yeah.
That one was terrible.
That one definitely...
That made no sense. Like,
Yeah.
How is this a trial in any way?
Yeah, what is this? And how does Satan have anything to do with this?
Yeah, why does this matter? Like...
Yeah, there's a lot of like moments where you're just like, I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, it was absolutely terrible. But it was just really dumb. It was a fun watch though.
Oh yeah.
I think it was a fun watch.
Yeah, it definitely it had some cool scenes in it, and
Yeah.
you can tell like the directorial style is interesting in some of the things. But yeah, overall, it was just like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. It was just a weird fucking movie that's just like, what?
Yeah, you're just like, you lost me.
Yeah, I think there's like six different ones or something? 6 or 7
it's
different fucking things he goes through?
Yeah, it's way too many.
Yeah.
The point is way too many.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Originally known as Rage War, The Challenges of Excalibrate.
Oh, his name was
And-
Excalibrate!
And
That's why we couldn't remember
Digital
what...
Knights. That's what it was originally known as.
I forgot that the fact that...
No, Excalibrate is the machine or whatever.
Was that the machine? I thought that was the name of the
that's
dude.
the machine. No, the guy, the robot's name, or the evil guy's name is Mistema or something like that.
Yeah.
Mestma.
Yeah, it was a stupid fucking.
Mistema? I think they said
Yeah,
Mistema,
Mistema, yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like this evil, like Satan-ish sorcerer guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this guy is like, and he uses his computer. He's a very guy of questionable morals.
Yeah.
Because didn't he use his computer to like hack the streetlights and like possibly steal money from an ATM or something?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's a man of very questionable morals.
Yeah.
The protagonist.
Yeah, and again, like it depended on who was writing him too, because like, again, it was just very all over the place in terms of.
Yeah,
characters.
he was not the most noble person. Which is fine for a hero. It's just really for like the protagonist. It's just really funny because like at some points, you know, he's kind of trying to be more noble, and then other points you're just like, but like he could have caused an accident hacking the streetlights, you know, or things like that. Like he uses his computer to like cheat all the way through life and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which is pretty human, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, why would you develop like a super hyper AI computer if you weren't going to use it to cheat? And he has like a Zaya spec thing.
Oh yeah, we were laughing
didn't he?
at that.
Yeah, he had like it was like looked like a Zaya spec.
Because it was
in his glasses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in his glasses. So we were joking it was a Zaya spec. Is your blade going?
It's just like not giving me the angles I want.
I don't know. I have the big yellow one if you want the other one.
Yeah, let me try the big yellow one for a second.
Watch out, because I opened it.
Oh, it's like I heard.
A little better? Or
yeah, a little better. Yeah, definitely.
See, this is when you study the blade, these are the kind of things you learn. Just don't tear all the way through it.
What?
Yeah, right. Oh damn! There was a sequel to this movie, but it was never completed.
Good.
That's tragic. Yeah, it was shot and edited in '88, but never completed. Damn, I would have loved to see this sequel. Just because I imagine it could be. It's the only thing to be worse.
I would be more annoyed if it got self-aware.
Oh damn! Nah, no way. It was getting self-aware. Are you kidding me?
You never
A
know.
movie like this? No.
I don't know. It depends on who's doing it.
But yeah, this article mentions perfectly. It says the theme's film was influenced by the popularity of Disney's Tron and the role-playing game Dungeons and Dragons.
It's exactly a mix of those.
It is really, yeah.
It is the perfect mix in that, I mean, it is terrible to represent either of those.
Yeah.
Yes, and it does a disservice to both of them.
Yeah. And I'll admit, the first Tron is actually not that great.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, but like, it hasn't aged well.
No, of course not. I mean, it's a movie about technology. None of those ever really age well. Unless they're, like, by fucking Ray Bradbury or some shit. Or, like, 2001 or something.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I get you, yeah. It's just, I just know that, like, that one in particular made me think of, that didn't age well.
Yeah.
That was one of those ones I was like, oh, yeah, forgot about that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Although I haven't seen the first Tron in like forever, though.
From what I haven't seen it in a while either, but
I haven't seen it in a long time.
From what I remember, I just remember it being like kind of like you know those films that try to be smart but aren't really good at it. It had a lot of that going for it.
I guess. I mean, I can kind of see that.
Like where they like the characters will say very like what they think are very thoughtful and thought-provoking things, and you're just like, wow, that's fucking stupid. I just remember because there was like that old guy who's like trapped in some little thing that's talking to them at one point in the scene. And he's talking about like, what does it mean to be human? And it's like very ham-fisted.
Mm-hmm.
Or in this case, what does it mean to be the user?
Yeah. You know what I'm hyped to watch, though, that is good? Zenkaiger.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got it downloaded.
Nice. Nice. And we're getting close to our stopping point at 10 o'clock. We got a lot done, though. I actually didn't know.
Yeah, this looks really good.
I was wondering if I was going to be able to finish this in one sitting. I didn't think I would, but at the same time, I was like, well, it's pretty simple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't think you'd get it in one.
Yeah, I never expect to get them in one, especially when, like, they're these large pieces.
Yeah.
Even then, though, I don't really try to do them in one anymore.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I'm glad you're out of that mindset.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't want to let the clock tell you when to finish by, you know?
For sure.
The piece has to tell you when it's finished.
Alright, well.
That's how I do my cooking, you know, sometimes. The food will talk to you. It'll tell you when it's finished. It's mostly just, you know, simmering really loudly. But
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That's what I always think of. I'm like, if it isn't talking to you, it's not done. You know?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think this is a good stopping point, because I've got our character's fire cloak done. We've got the background done, and then we just have to do these characters here and then color her. Mm-hmm. And I think we could finish that pretty easily.
Yeah, I think it looks good. I really like this skull. The skull looks really cool.
Yeah, I'm going to see about maybe at the end doing a line around it with this color.
Yeah, something to make it stand out more.
Yeah, because right now I want to do everything else and then see how I feel about it being this far pushed back. And then I might I can either do two things. I can, one, just do an outline, or B, I can do a blue over the entire skull.
Got ya. I kind of want it to, like, stick out, I think, but I don't really know.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, because you don't want it to, like, clash with our character very much.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Again, that one might be a thing I just do digitally.
That's true. That's true.
Where I'm
it's
like,
easier to do that digitally.
Yeah, because you can backspace.
And you can, keep changing, Just Control-Z out of it if it doesn't look good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little harder to do that in real life. Though I do remember that time you tried to on stream.
Yes, I do.
That was pretty funny.
I wish I had that clip. I don't know what video that's in. Ash says it looks great so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks really solid. There's going to be, like,
people on the outsides with these rays, like, leaning in. They're, like, dancing.
Yeah, we're going to get those guys in next stream. But, yeah, it's definitely going well. This is going to be the last piece for Echtrai. At least the big piece.
The last large piece, yeah.
The rest of it's going to be, like, us trying to figure out.
If we need anything small or whatnot.
Yeah. That Shermie piece, I'm probably just going to ink off stream still. I didn't really finish that one yet. We still have to edit our books. Actually, let's show them, yeah.
Yeah.
So, we got these test printed. This is the Knights of Rock book. All ready to go. The interior turned out great. However, there were like a few things we were like,
oh, there's a few small errors that can be fixed.
Yeah,
and the covers came out kind of blurry.
This came out extremely blurry.
Yeah,
they're just like the resolution of it came out.
Yeah, bad. It's really bad. It's probably because I grabbed them from InDesign rather than from the actual TIFF files. Also, just like I'm also noticing it's kind of sticky.
That's the paper. That's that cover material they use. Has like a weird feel.
Mm-hmm. I gotta be careful whenever I touch.
I think it's because you also have stuff on your hands, but no, it does feel like that.
And then we got our second.
The other one should feel like that too.
Yeah, we got our second Inktober book.
Yeah.
Which turned out pretty good. There's some parts in the color section where we're like, oh, this probably should be a little lighter because the paper that they're using is a bit different from what we. I think that it's a little different from what we used last time, to be honest with you.
No, I think it's the same. I think you just corrected it. Let me see, because this is the other one.
Let me feel it.
It's the same. It should be the same paper.
This looks slightly different. Oh, man. Remember when we were really bad at this?
Right.
Oh, man. Good times, Chad. Good times.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's kind of cool, actually, to see them side by side. You get to see, like, the difference between years.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna get this guy fixed up just a smidge, because, yeah, look how dark Black Star came out.
Yeah, it's a little too dark.
Yeah, like, that hair is not correct.
And the Morgan is different. It's different than the one on the cover.
Yeah, it looks a little different if you... Yeah. It's interesting.
I can tell.
No, I can tell, yeah. It's a bit more red. But yeah, we're gonna do some edits on that, then send it off because we're gonna have it for IckyCon.
Yeah, we want to sell these at IckyCon. If it's, who knows if it's there'll be any vendors.
Yeah, who knows? We might be the only people who show up, chat.
No one's emailed us back.
Yeah, it's 13 days.
13 days till the con, and none of the vendors know if they're in. That's just a good company right there. That's just a good company, Chad.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
I know, right? But no, these books look good. They'll look even better when they're done. And we'll have them on sale online and at cons. So.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's going to be it for us tonight. We're going to go watch Senkaiger and maybe
Like an episode of the live action House Husband.
Yeah.
If everyone wants to stay up for it.
So, other than that, yeah, we'll be back on
Saturday, right? Or are we doing something else?
No, we're good for Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be back again on Saturday. I guess we'll finish this one up. And then, I don't know after that. But, so, alright everyone, have a great night. Thanks for coming out, hanging out with us. It's for the mega rant stream.
Oh my god.
When everyone was ranting all at once, I loved it. We need more rant streams. Let's do it. But, yeah, have a great night. So, watch a Funky Space Wizard battle. He's definitely going to fall asleep, chat.
No, never. I've never once fallen asleep.
We're live. Don't listen to his lies. He's going to fall asleep during Way of the House Husband.
I've never once fallen asleep.
He's doing it. He's going to fall asleep during the show.
Look, I'm not the one that lies.
That's right. You're the one that always lies.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm the one that only lies.
Exactly.
Got ya. There are lies on the true train.
No.
And those are true lies.
True lies. Fuck.
What are you doing?
I was trying to do real lies, but with true. True lies. I dream in your lies. I put a shoe.
The only lies on the true train is the movie True Lies, featuring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis.
God. That's not a good movie.
It's not the best.
No, it's not
It's
their.
not the best.
It's not their best work.
It's not the best.
They could do better. They could.
It's watchable.
There you go. Look, lots of things in life are watchable, Wes.
Oh, yeah. That's probably good.
But are they livable?
Oh, damn. What's up, Jamie?
Sleepy time.
Suppose the green looks so good with this on.
Mm-hmm.
For a man who says he hates orange, he sure draws a lot of fire.
I mean,
Pretty sure you said you hated orange, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
More as like a if you're wearing it kind of color.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say more as a concept. I just really hate it. Like, why?
What?
Visible light. Why are you? Why do we have to see this?
No, it's not
Human
even,
eyes. Why were we attuned to orange?
it's not even like that, deep. It's more along the lines of why call it orange?
Ah, got you. Okay.
Did you know the brain is the only thing that's named itself?
That's like asking why is Rhodesia?
Yeah, or why is chorizo called chorizo?
No. That was asking what is chorizo.
It's similar. It's very similar.
I love that shit.
No, it's just chorizo.
Yeah, it's just chorizo. It's the same in English as in Spanish.
No,
Just all of us looked at him like, dude, are you fucking kidding me?
We're
Like,
asking what's
what
in it.
is it? Is it? Not, like, come on. It's like someone just asks you, just like, well, what's beef? You're like, oh, it's beef. You know, it's the same in English. I don't know another language where to say beef.
Yeah.
So maybe this. I don't know. What's another word?
Me-
What's a word we have that's the same in another language? No or something? I guess?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what's no? Oh, it's no. It's the same in English and Spanish.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You doing fan art after dinner? Some after dinner fan art? Nice.
This is cool. I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Neat little pattern and stuff.
Ooh, Lordy.
Just gonna make little blotches there.
I'm a little sleepy today, chat. It's a mix of going out and getting a little heat exhausted because I didn't drink enough water, and running. I usually run 3 miles, but since Ellen was trying to push another mile for herself, I was like, oh, I should push an extra mile too. So solidarity of being tired and in pain.
Mm-hmm.
So I ran 4 miles today.
Gaia.
So I'm sleepy.
Okay. That makes sense then.
Also, my allergies are starting to act up today, so yeah, I'm probably gonna take a shower after this, and then we can watch more Way of the House Husband.
I definitely prefer the live action version.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I think the live action is a really good adaptation.
Yeah.
And also, I just love how it can keep going.
Yes, it's just insane. It's
Yeah.
absolutely nuts.
My favorite part about it is not just how it is able to keep going, but it's also able to tie everything together really well.
Uh-huh.
You'll be like, oh, that's funny, and because now in a show, it usually does that typical thing where it's like, all right, they're talking about X thing. That's obviously the thing that's going to come back later.
Yeah.
Whereas in this show, it's like, okay, they're talking about X thing, and you just kind of you're not really. It never crosses your mind because everything else in the show is just kind of so insane.
Yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden they'll bring it up.
Yeah, and you're like, oh my god, they brought it back.
Oh, the thing from earlier, like just the one thing that was throwaway mention, because it'll be like just a small mention sometimes.
Yeah, and you're just like, holy shit, I did not expect this to come back.
Yeah, right.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah, and like we were saying, the kid is not as bad as I thought they were going to be.
Yeah, no, they're very tolerable.
I thought for sure, I was like, they added a kid to this show, this is not going to end well.
Nope, but it turned out just fine.
Yeah.
Well, at least, hopefully.
Yeah, right?
There was a lot of drama in the last episode,
There was some
chat.
crazy drama.
There's just so much drama for Way of the House Husband.
Really, it's true.
You're just like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, this is supposed to be a happy show.
Yeah.
Why?
I think there's an animated scene for her show also.
Really?
I feel like I read that somewhere.
Huh.
But there's an actual animated scene of that show. The whatever it is,
Precure?
Precure Cop or whatever shit.
Yeah.
The fucking Precure Cop show that they have.
Polycure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's for the anime that she likes, yeah. I just can never remember the exact wording of it, because it's meant to be like a play on Precure. But it's also like a police-themed thing.
But yeah, I believe there's an animated part for it or something.
I feel like I read that once, like when they were still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it is Polycure? Okay. Yeah, because it's like Precure.
I remember at one time the Precure franchise had more episodes combined than Dragon Ball did before Super, which was hilarious to me. I always kind of wanted to get into that because I like Mahou Shoujo, but I just never had like a chance, really.
Yeah, and it's also
I've seen a few episodes of the original one.
It's also one of those ones that's like, since it's Mahou Shoujo, like
it's also like a very for kids show.
Yeah.
That I don't think there are like super adult themes or anything.
No.
And by that I mean like emotional themes.
Yeah.
Not like that. It's just one of those torture porn series, like Madoka Magica or something. Even though that show is amazing, actually. There's ones that are way worse than that.
Yeah.
Where they're just like the character must feel agony. It's like, look, you're not. It's not a deconstruction anymore. Madoka Magica did this, You're just like, I want my characters to be miserable because that's the theme of the show now.
I want them to be miserable because I'm miserable.
Yeah, it's like, look, Nanoha already did that. That was the first.
Yeah,
they were innovators.
It's like when isekais were interesting because they were new and an exciting idea.
Yeah.
But chat. Chat. We went to a lovely flea market today.
Yeah, we were at the flea market. Let me see if I can figure out a way to get this image on screen.
Yeah.
You thought isekais invented anime? They did. You're right. You're right, Calvin.
Someone went to the dimension where anime existed and then they came back. They were reincarnated.
That we'll get to your topic in a sec, actually, Calvin, because I remember you tweeted to ask us to talk about it, but we need to show everyone this horrible fucking image.
Yeah, let me see if I can figure out a way to send it. I need to send it to the computer so I can put it on the screen.
Yeah.
So I gotta email it to myself.
Can you not just Facebook?
I can. Oh, send it to your Facebook?
Yeah.
Well, I can email it to myself and it's the same thing.
I guess, yeah, I just did.
Yeah, no, we were at this open air flea market that they set up outside near the little antique. Well, it's not an antique mall, but it is kind of a flea marketish place normally anyway. Mm-hmm. They just did a big outdoor show.
Yeah, I was gonna post it there. You're right, but I need to send it to myself first.
I guess we'll post it there. Let me find that channel real quick. What's new on Discord? I don't care. I don't have an iPhone, so I look at all the porn I want, Discord. Go to where it's supposed to go. Actually, download. Boom. Alright, I just posted it in the Discord chat. Just in the general one. I could not believe this was at a generic ass flea market. I spotted this thing from about 15 feet away.
From about 30 paces.
From 30 paces, the evil caught my eye, chat. Yeah.
It's very
yeah. And I turned to them and I was like, is that fucking Kirito and Asuna on that wood burning thing on this thing?
It is.
It was.
It was.
It really was. I couldn't believe it. My eyes did not deceive me.
Oh, but God, I wish they had.
Yeah, right. If only they had.
That text, though.
Oh. Yeah. Could not believe I found something like that in the wild.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Now maybe, at a con. But that's not the wild.
Yeah, it's not.
That's a simulated environment. That's what that is, chat. That's a constructed environment. That's what we've got. That's what the con is. That I would expect to find in the art auction room or something, But just there. It was just there. I like this booth that had some other stuff too. No other anime stuff though, I don't think.
Yeah,
right?
I think that was one of the only anime things they had.
Yeah, that was like the only anime thing they had.
So it was. I mean, it's all you needed.
It really is all you needed. And it was on the bottom shelf.
Yeah, it's all you needed.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It was wild.
Yeah.
So, but yes, segue into what Calvin asked us to talk about on stream. It was so there was a Twitter poll, in Japan about what.
Was that from Japan?
It was from Japan.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
It was actually in Japan. About whether or not if they wanted what animes they might have wanted to be made into live action Hollywood films, and the number one choice was this is going to come as a shock to you all, none.
Yeah, none of them.
None of them.
None of them, and I agree.
I wholeheartedly agree. Wholeheartedly am on board with none of them.
Yeah. Honestly, even the Japanese-made ones are not that great sometimes.
Yeah, again, like, we've seen the live-action Full Metal Alchemist. That one's not very good.
Like, the live-action Prince of Tennis movie was pretty bad.
Yeah, like, live...
If I remember right. It was not
certain media is meant to be, just that, the media. You know what I mean? Like, it's not everything is supposed to be live-action. Like, not everything needs a live-action adaptation to be, like, also considered good.
Technically, not everything needs an anime adaptation either.
Yeah, again...
Not every anime comes out... Not every manga comes out as a good anime.
Yeah, and then, like, even then, like, some things are just better off as what they are originally. When they're made, because they're originally made for whatever they're made for. This also gets me into a topic of discussion of, like, why do we think that in order for something to be considered adult or considered highbrow, that it has to be live action?
That's so true. That's so true.
Why?
Right? They could easily have just made a newer, better animated version of the Powerpuff Girls or something.
Yeah.
But no, they have to make a live action one.
Because it needs to be adult.
Because it needs to be for adults.
Yeah.
Even though they have animated media for adults, like Invincible.
Yeah.
That's definitely for adults from what I've seen.
Yeah, but, like, again, though, like, American media for adults can only be two things. It has to be superheroes that say fuck.
That's true.
Or it has to be just a sitcom, but animated.
That's true. That's pretty true.
So, like, those are your options when you're an American on what your adult media for cartoons is.
Yeah.
That's all you get.
All right. All right, Jamie, we'll be here.
All right. Enjoy your dinner.
Well, she already ate dinner.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I misheard that. But, yeah. No, those are the only two you get. You only get...
That's why I was kind of like... He already knows how we feel about this, though.
Yeah, but
I'm pretty sure, right? Like...
I mean, yeah, but, like, at the same time, like, it's always nice to hear it again, I guess.
I guess so, yeah.
But yeah, the point is no.
I mean, if I hear there's gonna be a Japanese version of some anime, I'm like, okay, I might check it out, But the second I hear it's gonna be Hollywood, fuck no. Yeah. I'm immediately done.
Yeah.
It was like when they announced Ghost in the Shell, I was like, wow, I wonder how they're gonna dumb that plot down for Americans.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, right.
Can't wait to see how they dumb that fucking thing down.
And boy, did they.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the movie, because, like, the trailer immediately... The little plot bits from the trailer just immediately turned me off.
Yeah, because you know exactly what's going on.
I was like, this is fucking terrible. This looks bad.
Yeah. And it's not even the fact that, like, sure, it's Scarlett Johansson being, the major, which the race thing didn't bother me as much for that.
I mean, she's an android.
Yeah,
that's the thing I think about is like, well, if it's because transhumanism is a theme of that, and so like race or gender wouldn't actually matter if you're a robot.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's kind of like a part of that.
Yeah. So that
theme is in Ghost in the Shell, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
So
yeah, it's the idea of like, what does it mean to be human?
Yeah, so like that actually wouldn't matter if you were someone.
Yeah, so that doesn't. That
like if your former physical body was whatever, like it doesn't actually matter what that is. You're in your robot form.
Yeah. Yeah, none of that matters because again, that was one of the plot points. Was like, what does it mean to be human?
Yeah, that's a huge thing in Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, like you're treated like one of the lines I liked a lot is like you're treated the same, so why should you care?
Yeah.
About this sort of stuff. Where are you getting into your mopey teenage years?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Which I thought was good. I thought that's a good concept. We want to talk about that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You should definitely
Yeah, because what's gonna happen when everybody just moves into like PlayStation VR chat forever?
Yeah, or what happens when people just decide to put their bodies into robots?
Yeah.
And so they can live forever, which is going to be miserable, but...
Yeah, I would agree. I've seen Galaxy Express 3.9.
Mm-hmm. Can't get anything done.
Why would you need to?
Yeah.
There's no need to do anything, because you'll be around forever. You have no incentive to create anything great, to pass anything on.
Yeah.
Because you'll be here forever.
But yeah, the point is that like live action films are fine. It just I hate the idea that in order for something to be considered adult medium or to be taken seriously in any form or fashion, it needs to be live action.
Yeah, that's like if because isn't Netflix making some live action One Piece for America or something?
I have not heard about this.
I could have sworn they were doing that.
If they are,
it's like if this when that comes out, someone's like, finally, One Piece is important. I'm just like, I'm gonna slap you in the face,
Yeah.
Like
One Piece doesn't need to be live action. Like how?
No, it doesn't. First of all,
like One Piece is a thing that just does not make sense live action.
It would be horrendously stupid and would look terrible because every character needs to be CG'd or just, I guess now they look normal.
Yeah, because
like Usopp is either going to have a weird makeup nose or fake or a CG nose, or he's just going to be a normal person. You know, like that alone is such a huge decision in your film.
Yeah,
and no one's going to be happy with either one.
Yeah, like
right there, there's already a million landmines you have to cross.
Yeah, again, I wouldn't even bother. Like, there's no point. Like, what are you going to do that's going to, like, how are you going
How does that improve on One Piece, first of all?
Like, you're going to make this adaptation, but how does that change anything? What does it do? What are you adding to this media that's already perfect?
I mean, technically, it's just to make money, so it actually doesn't matter what it does.
Yeah.
Other than that?
No, I understand.
So,
but, like, I just can't even imagine it making money.
I mean, it's on Netflix, though, so it doesn't... I still don't understand how Netflix makes money out of subscriptions, because I don't know, are more people getting a Netflix subscription when they see that? Or are they just pirating it? Or are they just borrowing their friend's subscription already? Or
I don't know. All I know is
because they don't put ads in the middle of Netflix shows. Do they now? Do they do that like Hulu does?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just know that I hate it.
Yeah.
I do not like what I'm seeing, Sam. I am.
Are they just going to make a bunch of money in product placement? Could you imagine that? I ate the Coca-Cola berry or whatever. They change it to berry for some reason. I said that, because it's the English version.
Yeah.
I ate the cola fruit, and now I'm a Coca-Cola man. Actually, they could have Pepsi Man though. Technically,
they could.
That. So that could be a video game tie-in. But
look. The point is, it's not a good idea.
It sounds terrible.
It's not a good scene.
Oh shit, Calvin physically owns Digimon cards now.
Oh, good for you, man.
How did you manage that?
Who did you kill?
Yeah, especially since they're not, selling them or anything. Oh, you found a place to play at locals? Okay.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, too. That's awesome. Yeah, I've been thinking about trying to play in some locals once everything gets a bit closer to normal. Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you're vaccinated, you're fine, though.
Yeah, I know, but, it's still...
You can still wear a mask, but the CDC says you don't need to, and Tucker Carlson says I should beat you up.
It's true. So, you should beat me up regardless, but,
Well, no, if you want it, you have to pay for it.
Oh, fucker. No, the point is that, I definitely want to play in some locals, but again, it's also finding a place.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, too, you're like, oh, God, I have to find a place? That's going to take forever. because it's like, you know.
Oh, okay. A friend of yours had extra cards, so you built a deck with their extras. Okay. I was wondering where you got them from, because I know Target is not going to be selling almost any cards anymore.
Yeah.
Neither is Walmart.
No, Walmart is.
No, I think some Walmarts. I think it's a Walmart to Walmart thing, because there have been Walmart notices floating around too.
Yeah, I know some Walmart said they were going to keep certain cards.
Yeah, I think some of them might be locking them up or something now.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. It's so wild, too, because, like, I remember we used to just scale packs and it was no big deal. Like,
yeah, exactly.
everyone knew their place, you know? No one, like, tried to kill each other over it. It was fucking...
Yeah, I think it's still just supply chain issues.
Yeah, again.
I'm hoping that in a year or so, this won't be a thing and people can go back and just buy cards at the store.
Yeah, same. Because, yeah, that's some nonsense.
Yeah, that's just so weird to think of.
Yeah, like...
I can imagine having to ask, like, the cigarette aisle to get me a pack of Pokemon cards.
Bro, you got any of them Magic the Gathering cards?
Right.
I do think it's funny, though, the idea of, like, just the idea of cards being something like that, like, being some sort of, like, commodity that you have to smuggle in.
Yeah.
Like... That's insane to me.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry, that's just weird.
It's like living in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like GX.
Yeah.
When the plane delivers the shit and it's got security or whatever. Was it
Yeah.
a boat they came in on? Something like that. But, you know, there's the security
yeah,
detail with all the cards that come in.
Yeah, that's insane. Like,
It's fucking hilarious.
yeah, it's just, like, you look at that and you're supposed to laugh at that.
Yeah.
That's not supposed to be reality. Like,
Ha ha ha, armed guard for children's trading cards. Hilarious.
yeah, that's supposed to be it. It's supposed to
Now you're like, alright, how am I going to defeat the armed guards that are delivering my children's trading cards?
obviously challenge them to a card
This
game.
has become a blueprint instead of a joke.
Yeah, right. No, you just got to challenge them to a trading card game,
Are you
obviously.
paying them something?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm losing that on that.
Yeah, just challenge them to a children's trading card game, obviously.
That's it, obviously.
Turns out they don't play that.
What if they only play adult trading card games like Flesh and Blood?
Then you play Flesh and Blood. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know what the difference.
Well, they don't sell that at Target, though.
Oh, fuck it, man. They give you a copy.
That game is apparently very expensive. I think it's from, like, Australia or New Zealand or something. I
Okay.
heard. I don't actually know if that's true.
If it's from Australia, that would make sense.
I feel like... I just know, like, it's from somewhere, and there's, like, horrendous supply issues because the game came out, like, right before Corona.
Yeah.
And so, like, all the cards are super fucking expensive.
It's
kind of like a knockoff Magic anyway, but the art is, like, really cool. But it's still really, like, fancy-ish, I think. It's like a very knockoff-ish game, it feels like.
Honestly, I'm not shocked. Again,
I
like,
wouldn't play it, but I do like that name.
I just feel like a lot of the stuff that happened, this like just everything that was like fun and good, always kind of got like shat on by Corona,
Pretty much.
and you're just kind of gonna have to deal with it for a while. Like I feel like I don't think like anything's gonna get back to any sort of semblance of normalcy until like probably 2022, 2023.
Chat, there is no normalcy.
Look.
You can't go back to something that doesn't exist. Don't believe Warren G. Harding's lies. That's all I'm saying.
Like again, like the idea, like you know, like the cards being easy to get, or going out and doing like tournaments and things like that. I'm like going to SCGs and things like that. I'm like, I don't see that happening.
Oh yeah. I mean, some of that stuff, yeah. That's a 2022 thing.
Again, like I know some SCGs were saying that we're gonna try to get some done this year, but I'm like, fucking doubt.
I mean, December is a pretty far way away, and it still counts as this year.
I guess, yeah.
So,
but again, like it's like I'm like I'm way more pessimistic on this because like A-Fest canceled, and I'm like, fuck, man, all bets are fucking off now.
I don't know. A-Fest, I think A-Fest is a bad barometer, but
I mean, I don't know about A-Fest. Maybe A-Con 2 canceling was a little weird.
Well, A-Con canceled like a long time ago, though, actually.
Yeah.
So that's because A-Con canceled months ago. Like there was barely any vaccines out, and A-Con canceled, I think.
Yeah.
So that was a weird move on their part, in my opinion.
I would agree, but they probably still would have canceled either way.
Yeah, there's a chance they might have, which sucks because like that con has technically not gotten to like do its like rebirth kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
What does this say? I should have clarified. I bought online to add to the ones I was given. Oh, okay. Oh, you found some online? Did you have to like pay like horrendous overprices, like you were mentioning a while back or something? Because they had all been scalped or whatever. Did you have to pay $7,000 or something?
It's very specific, yes, but
Yeah.
very specific.
We have a $7,000 meme, and normally you have to go $7,000.
Now we have a $2,000 meme.
Yeah, right. $2,000 dog. I can't wait.
It's exciting, man.
That's way too much to pay for a dog unless you're rich or some sort of Pokemon collector.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like if you're collecting dogs to breed them, I guess. Like
Yeah.
If it's for business reasons.
If it's for business reasons, like
you're like, oh man, only $2,000 for this. What a steal! You know, if you're a dog scalper, I guess it could be a good deal.
Sure.
You know. So. Man, only $2,000 for this dog that normally goes for like $5,000. That's a quick double up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put him in the cage for a bit, you know. I'm gonna feed him real nice, you know, because I might be a dog scalper, but I'm not a piece of garbage.
Not a cat scalper.
Yeah, exactly. I might be scum, but I know that I'm scum, and I admit to it. But also, the dog is his product, you know, so you don't want to hurt the dog or anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you're trying to get a double up on this dog. You know, no one's gonna pay you full price on a dog you've neglected. That's just wrong.
Yeah.
Don't pay full price on neglected dogs, Chad.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Haggle them down. They'll want to get rid of that dog.
Oh yeah.
Oh, speaking of haggling, you should have haggled the penny table guy.
I didn't want the table.
Ah, okay. I thought it was okay.
Yeah,
it's an interesting concept.
Yeah, I was just like
It's cute.
Yeah, no, get me wrong, it was cute, but I was just like, I don't know, it doesn't really fit the aesthetic of the house.
I think for $100 with no pennies, that table would have been great.
Yeah.
That was a really nice table.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It's not a put your feet on table like the one we have now, though.
Yeah, that's why I like to put my feet on it. So.
Yeah. If anything, what we should do is look for a door someone turned into a table, because then it'll be wide.
Yeah.
So almost everyone on the normal couch can put their feet up.
Yeah.
Because people barely eat, like, you know, off it / from it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, make sure it's, like, red and shit on the outside or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because, like, it'll boil up and, like,
yeah,
get some fire going or something. Give it, like, a bit of red at least in it.
That's the plan.
Okay, I'm just double checking that.
Also needs to contrast with the hair.
Back, what did you miss? I don't know. We were talking about everything and anything.
We're talking about a table covered in pennies that we saw at the flea market.
And we also talked about...
We were making another joke about the $2,000 dog that Gabby wanted.
What else did we talk about? We talked about film or why certain things just don't need to be made into live action films.
I think Calvin was here for that, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know who. I didn't know who.
Oh
was.
yeah, it's just Calvin coming back. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Again, like I don't know. I think that's stupid.
Which thing? The $2,000 dog?
Yeah.
That's way too. Like I said, that's way too much to pay for a dog unless you're rich or you're flipping this dog.
Yeah, or like the idea of that you don't want to get a stray. Like I don't know, that you want to have like some sort of paper that says this dog is 100% this breed, and even then that's like scummy. Like
I mean, if you're like I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of rescue dogs you should be getting anyway. You should always like not to be that person that's like you know, judging you based upon your actions and things like that. However, I just feel like in this specific scenario, I cannot stand the idea of like.
I feel like there's no reason Gabby needs a $2,000 dog except to post it on Pinterest.
Yeah, like that's
which is a bad reason.
Yeah, and you already have a dog. You have a dog. You have a cat. And you know, like, you don't take care of them, and like there's just like there's so many things that are going against going against you in this, and it's just not helping you. It's really not. You're not making a good case for yourself.
It's really not.
And it's just like, fuck, man. Like, what are you doing? Like, how did we get here? Like, Like,
yeah, like I said, I just don't understand like where this came from. Kind of.
Yeah, what caused this?
What's the origin of this post or
Yeah.
like of this crises?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we playing this game of Time Crisis right now?
It's a good game.
That is a good game, actually. That's why we're playing it.
Yeah, I don't get it. I can't.
Yeah. I don't know. My guess, saw this dog on Pinterest.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. That's going off of previous incidents, including the spooky basket and the pumpkin patch photos. So, I'm not sure.
Yeah, all I know is
Chat, would y'all pay for a $2,000 dog that you couldn't profit off of in some way by, like, maybe it talking or having psychic powers? Like, I don't know. Again,
like the only reason you could get a dog that costs that much money is to flex on somebody.
yeah, there's no reason. That's, like, so weird. Like I said, if you're rich, though, they don't even count that as a flex. That's just, like, a normal dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they could be rich and still trying to flex on their poorer rich friends who can only afford $1,500 dogs. In which case, that is a flex.
It's true.
Versus just being rich.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I hear that and I just go, wow, that's really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Why? It's like, why is this even a conversation we're having?
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. Can this dog play basketball? Maybe. Football, possibly.
Go into space.
Yeah. I don't even know. Save Christmas with Santa? Is this the dog that can bring this family back together for Christmas? Like, I'm not sure. Like, you're going to have to sell me on that price tag.
Yeah, it's pure blood. And
Can this dog fly?
No.
Super strength.
No.
Eye lasers.
Yeah. No,
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
I got nothing. This looks really good, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those mysteries of life.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, again, there's a lot of things that are just like you think about them, and then if you try to get into the head of the person who's thinking that way, you're just gonna get insane.
Exactly, man. Don't go staring into the abyss.
Because it stares back.
It stares right back. Or what is it? He who hunts monsters becomes a monster himself.
It's true.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out. You might want a $2,000 dog next.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want a $2,000 dog right now. But, bro, if I have $2,000 to burn, like, bro, you think of, like, all the shit I could buy. Like,
so much nicer stuff.
Yeah, like, there's just so many other things that I could have.
I'll bet we could get a cat that could turn us profit for way less.
I don't know.
No, I'm just...
But yeah, again, like, I could buy, like, I could probably finish most of my collection off $2,000, except for the magic cards, because the cards I want, like, one of them is probably $2,000. But you get the point.
Yeah, that's
like,
such a weird thing to spend $2,000.
Like, that's $2,000 is like what? Like an advertised down payment on a car, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
On like some commercials, right?
Yeah. But yeah, like, no, that shit's stupid. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's fucking stupid. Like, I can't justify it.
Different people have different priorities. It doesn't make sense to us.
Yeah, I guess.
It never will.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't need to make sense in some fashion.
It doesn't need to make sense to us because we're not, we can't justify other people's reasons, I guess.
Ugh. Vaccinated by the Lord, man.
Where was that from? Did you get sent that or something?
No, I saw it on Tumblr.
Okay, because that kind of looked like our countertop for a second.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was wondering if like you actually found that.
No, I wish.
I was like, dude, where did you get this from?
Nope, just something on.
Because I need to carry that.
Right.
Don't worry, I've been vaccinated. And then you hold up that.
Yeah, no.
And then you start coughing on them.
Yeah, right. No,
I'm trying to spread the
Jesus
vaccine, people.
I fucking lost it at the Isaiah 53 verses 4 through 5 just because I was like, that's not what it says. I know for a fact that's not what that says. There's nothing about being vaccinated in the Bible. They didn't even fucking know what that was back then.
No, they just weren't aware of the Bible's true message yet. You see, that's different. It's different. It was there the whole time. It was there the whole time, see? They just hadn't figured it out yet because the Lord had not revealed it to them yet, you know? Because that's how he works, you know?
Mysterious.
Sometimes he gives you too much stuff at once, you know? He's like a bad author who does, too much exposition at one time, you know?
Well, I'd fucking buy that for it.
Because, I mean, Jesus did write the Bible, so... And he wrote it in English. That's its original language. Don't believe the lies, people.
I only pray for death. I don't want death, but I do pray for it.
Oh, man.
Just... God.
That's funny.
It's so fucking stupid. Oh, I need to send that to my group chat. And
You should,
for work, yeah.
You should.
Hold on, chat. We're going to take 5 to do that real quick. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. All right. The deed has been done, chat.
Awesome.
I fucking hate it here sometimes, chat. You wake up and you're like, wow, can't possibly be anything stupider than, what I saw yesterday. And, here we are.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. C'est la vie.
All right.
Life goes on for them.
Life goes on, man. Life goes on.
What is it? Yeah, it's, the good die young, but pricks live forever.
All right.
Thanks, Liz Black. That sounded nice. Oh, yeah, I actually need to. There we go. Someone responded, natural selection at work.
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't get punished for that. They usually get to live, and that's the worst part.
I like how you turned jewelry into a mask, kind of.
Yeah, that was. I was like, ooh, it'd be much cooler if it covered the entire face, because it'd be a little bit creepier too.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like most religious ceremonies in my head have to be at least somewhat creepy.
That's true. It does make them more interesting. Masks are a large part of ceremonies and a lot of cultures.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so that you can embody the spirit, and stuff like that. That's really cool, I think.
Yeah, it is. It was also funny too. I was like, I think I talked about this on stream before, but I was reading Jujutsu Kaisen and I got caught up on it. Mm-hmm. And there's a part where they explain why only these curses seem to be appearing in Japan as opposed to other countries.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. That's really funny.
And
finally, there's a reason.
Yeah, there was a reason, and I was like...
The reason that the world is the epicenter, or that Japan is the epicenter of the world's destruction.
Yeah, it's, for this one at least. And it makes sense, actually. That actually makes sense, which is weird to think about.
That's funny.
But, because most of the curses are based off of Buddhist lore.
Ah, okay.
And...
So don't spoil anymore.
I won't, but it's just there's a reason, and it's linked to Buddhism.
Oh, okay.
In the mainland of Japan.
The mainland of Japan?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's where the story is, so it's the main...
It just sounds funny when you say the mainland of Japan.
Yeah, because
no one would say that.
No one would say that at all.
Just a weird way to say that.
Yeah.
In any way.
Yeah.
Because normally, China is
the mainland. Yeah. That's why it's funny.
All right.
So that's enough. I don't want it spoiled.
No, it's not. But
That is a spoiler, though.
It's just.
That's a spoiler, though. You just told me that.
I don't think it's a big thing.
That is a spoiler, though. That's why I'm saying, like, you've spoiled me enough.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like a big spoiler. I just think it's a cool. I think it was funny that they even like bothered to mention that.
It is cool, but it is a spoiler.
I
Do
guess.
you understand that?
I guess, but it's just like it doesn't spoil anything that's like super important. That's why I was like okay with it.
Of course, you're okay with it. You're the one telling me it.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it. That's not how this works.
Yeah.
Like,
is.
of course, murder's okay. I'm the one murdering someone.
Yeah. I get that analogy.
Okay, as long as you're agreeing that you're a hypocrite, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. That's usually my condition for being a hypocrite. Is if you openly admit to being a hypocrite, I'm immediately more understandable to your position.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Now I understand why you love to spoil stuff for people.
I don't love to spoil stuff for people.
Why you very often spoil stuff for people in the guise of this is just a slight thing that is not actually a spoiler, but it is actually a spoiler.
It doesn't feel like a spoiler. Why does
to
it?
you?
Yeah, but why is it a spoiler?
Because now I know it happened. I had no idea it happened. That spoiled it. You ruined the initial surprise of it.
I guess I just didn't think of it as a big deal. It was just because it was like, oh, this is the first series that ever says, hey guys,
Yeah, you can say that part, but then you went on to continue to give me the reason. The reason is even more of a spoiler.
Oh, that it's Buddhist related?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand how that works?
I
You can
guess.
say oh, there's a reason about that. I thought it was kind of funny that exists.
Yeah.
Because that is always a joke.
Yeah.
Matt is spoiling Jujutsu Kaisen for me.
Who's mad?
What?
Who's mad now?
No. Calvin said what got spoiled?
And so I was like, Matt is spoiling this for me.
Gotcha. I was like, but yeah, no, but okay. I understand where the line.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I get what it is. I just I didn't understand.
It's okay.
I didn't understand where the line was that I had crossed.
It's okay because it's a very thin line.
Yeah.
It's a very thin line between oh, something happens that you wouldn't expect, and then they're like, oh, really? And then you're like, yeah, it turns out that Darth Vader is Luke's father, and you're okay, thanks,
No.
Or even if you want to say, so this is how you would have said that. You would have been like, or it turns out that someone is actually someone else's father in this, and it's like, oh, well, that's kind of now I'm going to be looking the whole time for who that is.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I guess.
Does that make more sense? It sounds minor if you reduce it slightly.
Yeah.
But it's still there. I wasn't expecting anyone to be someone else's father in this plot.
Well, yeah.
And now that part is spoiled for me. So it's like that, Or it's the same way we could go with you're like, oh, there's actually two characters who are siblings, And I was like, what? I wasn't expecting that at all, And now you told me, so now I'm going to be thinking, well, who is it? Is it Chewbacca, and C-3PO? That's so weird, Thanks for spoiling that.
What was it? C-3PO and his giant dick or something?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It was erection or whatever it was. It was in the background. I couldn't remember what that was.
Part of his suit was falling off, and it looked like he had a giant boner.
That's what it was.
In the picture.
That's what it was. I couldn't remember.
It's in the trading card.
That's right. I was trying to remember where this was.
Yeah, no. There's a Star Wars card where C-3PO looks like he has a giant boner. I'll find it for you. It's hilarious. It's the only one of that set that's worth money. Trust me, because I have every other fucking card almost. Actually, I don't think I have any from that specific set, because that's from the set where they all have green borders, I think.
But yeah, the reason why I thought I brought it up and thought it was interesting was just because I had been reading it and I was like, I don't understand how curses work,
No, I get you.
Because in my head I was like, oh, this because as you're reading Jujutsu Kaisen, you're wondering how curses work, and then you start thinking, well, what do curses do? How does this work?
Here's an article about it from Polygon.
Outside of Japan.
But yeah, so see, then you're yeah, so then even just telling me that is a spoiler. You see what I'm saying?
Is that?
Yes, it actually is.
How is that one a spoiler?
It can be a way. If you were saying, there's a, because just telling me that stuff, you're telling me stuff in the story that comes up. That alone is a spoiler.
I guess, yeah. But
so, there are varying degrees of spoiler, and when you give me the first level, I was like, I guess I can deal with this.
Okay.
Okay. But then you're like, well, now the spoiler gates are open, you know?
All right, yeah, just again
So,
trying to figure out where
yeah.
the line is. I guess now we're
No,
going.
I got you. No, it's just usually like you give like a minor spoiler that actually is like just an indication of a major spoiler.
Yeah.
Is the real issue. And so then in your head, you're like, oh, that's what he was talking about. I've been looking for it this whole time. I already knew something like this was happening.
I guess. Again, like, to be fair, like, another reason why I feel
It's
like
also very rare that I do care about getting spoiled.
that,
So
it's also just like, cause like, how do I put this? I feel like that, what I had just said was so minor because it's just in the actual context of it, it just felt very throwaway.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have anything to do with what is going on with the characters.
Okay.
So it's just like, that's one of those things where I'm like in my head, like, oh, this doesn't really matter. Don't worry about it, sort of thing, is where I was at with it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's just kind of like...
No, I understand it. It definitely seems
if it's
like...
about like the origin of curses, you know, that seems like pretty important.
It's not.
Oh, well, it kind of sounded like it was.
No. It was just saying that, like, it was just trying to say, like, why is it only in Japan that seems to have the most of them?
Got it. Yeah, see, if you just say, like, oh, they actually joke about, like, why Japan is so important, you know?
Yeah.
Versus usually the series is just like, we're aliens and we're just attacking Japan, you know?
Yeah. No, but they do bring...
That's about all you need to say.
Yeah, and again, like, that's all they bring up, is that was that.
Oh, okay.
It's not anything to do with the origins, no.
Oh, okay, because that was kind of what you made it sound like.
No, that's, no.
Alright.
No, the origin of curses is yet to be explained.
Got it, yeah. Oh, well, that's even more spoiler.
Fuck
No,
you.
I'm just not.
Yeah, that's funny though. No, I guess.
But yeah, no.
I guess, but the point is, I didn't mean to.
Sometimes you do throw out like not John levels of fucking spoiler. Though.
Yeah.
I'm not talking John levels.
No, I would never.
Where the show like starts episode 1 and he's like, man, when all of these motherfuckers die in episode 3, y'all are gonna be like, shit, they're dead.
You know, that kind of thing or something?
Yeah.
It's just kind of like that, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, oh shit, this guy who gets totally murdered in like the 7th episode by this guy you guys haven't even seen yet?
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing? He's that kind of person sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, I usually try to be a bit more careful because I know about John's existence.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope, Matt.
Oh, yeah. No, I get you.
Very slippery slope.
But yeah, no, because I was like wondering about the kind of like, what is it like, because the way they describe curses in the very beginning of the series, it's that it's leftover negative emotions.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, well, I guess that makes sense because then I've also was thinking because of that, what is it, that Enile and Duali manga with the angel and the demon that fuck around,
Mm-hmm.
and they end up running into a bunch of other deities and things like that.
Yeah.
And that makes you go, well, that raises more questions.
Yeah.
In terms of like, how does this world work? Things like that. So I was like, oh, okay, well, obviously, Moses was a jujutsu sorcerer.
Yeah, exactly. No, we all know he was a Beyblade master.
Yeah.
That's anime canon. That's in every anime. That's it. That's indisputable.
Yeah, exactly. But like,
that's in the main timeline for every anime.
Yeah, so you start wondering things about like, well, what is a curse really, and what if you were to go over to another country, would you see a curse?
Got it.
And what would it look like?
Yeah, see, that's kind of like when we were talking about like My Hero back in the day. It's like, well, what about American heroes?
Yeah.
You know, so if you were like, oh, there are heroes in America, and then you started telling me them.
Yeah.
You know, then it's like that's the easy swap. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there are
1-to-1.
There technically there are.
I know there. We already know there are.
Yeah, and
heroes, so.
we also know that we only have seen one of them, and it was in the spin-off manga.
Yeah. So
and
I already know that guy.
Yeah, that was the guy that was like constantly getting in trouble for cheating on his wife.
Yeah, he was like kind of like a Booster Gold, almost reminded me. Of
Yeah. He's I mean, like, I love that everyone in other countries kind of like.
Oh shit, John's here. What's up, man?
I love that everyone in like any other country, if they want to do an American, they always kind of make him a douchebag.
Oh yeah. No, they are douchebags.
Yeah, we really are. Like.
Oh, Jamie's back too. What's up?
What up? We're talking about how other cultures see America and when they put them in media, and it always seems to be like, oh yeah, they're a fucking douche.
Yeah, in anime or
Yeah.
like even in like Sentai and stuff, they're usually kind of douchey.
Or like very over the top,
Very cowboy.
yeah, very
So
cowboy. Yeah, they're always cowboy. They always love guns.
Right. Just woke up from a much needed food coma. Nice. That's what John says.
Nice. What'd you get?
What was the source of this coma?
Yeah.
Don't you dare just tell me food.
I swear to fucking God.
I swear to food and God. I think I'm at max zoom. No, I'm not. Alright, there we go. Get a little more zoom here on these.
Mysterious masked figures.
My only issue is all their hats kind of look a little like fedoras. You need to color them really nicely. I know they look like the people's hats that you're referencing, though,
Yeah.
so it's just like the way they ended up looking. It's just kind of funny.
It's just, you know.
But that hat is kind of a basic design anyway.
Yeah, it's just how
Their hats are like real flat brim like that.
Yeah, they are. That's what they looked like.
I know, it's just really funny. People in the Andes wear hats like that too.
Yeah.
If you just make them colorful, they won't look that weird.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, Texas size barbecue? Oh, shit. Being a Texan, I know all about Texas size, especially when companies are pandering to the Texas version.
That's true.
I would always think about that when I was a kid, when they were just like, this is the Texas Silverado Texas edition of the Chevy Texas Texan truck. And I'd be like, do they do this shit in Montana? Or like...
No, I didn't always be like, yeah.
Is there like a, you know, the fucking Michigan? The Chevy Michiganer?
Yeah,
You know?
no, never
Built
is.
Michigan tough for Michigan whatevers, you know? For all your ice fishing Michigan needs, you know, or something.
Yeah.
Like, or is that just a Texan thing?
Nope.
No,
Just a Texan thing.
no, that has to be a Texan thing. They're not like in, you know, Kentucky or whatever, doing the Kentucky Silverado. This looks like the Fedora Gang D-Boys. That's hilarious. Once they're colored, they'll look a lot different.
Yeah.
Should have used the girls' hats too. Just
What do you want from me, Wes?
everything.
It seems that way.
Everything. I like both of their hats, you know. They both wear cool hats. People in other cultures wear hats.
Americans don't wear hats.
Americans don't. Generally, like, a hat is almost a sign that you're kind of like a douchebag, I feel like. There's a lot of, like, you know, wear a cowboy hat. Oh, you're a stereotypical cowboy guy. You know, I know not to talk to this guy. He votes for Donald Trump and fucks his truck, you know?
Yeah.
Wear a fedora. Oh, this guy's a fucking creepy neckbeard who's gonna rape me, you know, and fight me from a lady with his katana, you know, like shit like that. Wear a like backwards ball cap or something. Oh, this guy's a frat boy douchebag, you know, that kind of thing.
They are usually
Maybe
wrong.
that's all just guy hats. I don't know. Do girls have hats that they wear that signal stuff too? I guess.
I don't know.
I usually see them with like. The only one I know is like if you're a lesbian, I think you wear a ball cap a lot, right?
Maybe.
They wear hats at the beach, like a sun hat.
Frat girls also wear the same apparel as frat boys. Ah, okay, interesting. All right.
To signal a shared fratness. I see, okay. Makes sense, you know.
Yeah, you know. Just don't think about it too much.
Yeah, obviously. You alright?
No, I was tired.
Okay.
But I'm always tired. It's my secret cap.
Alright. Oh shit, not the focus. I grabbed the wrong slider, chat. I actually can't get this back. It's not auto focus. No. John says, "Fuckboys usually look like a homeless LL Cool J."
I fucking love it.
Makes sense.
It was so weird when LL Cool J was on the NCIS. When I saw that, I was just like, "Damn, what?" I'm pretty sure that's what he was on, right? He's on one of them because he's not on the main one. He's on the other one, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
First, Mama said knock you out. No, the government said knock you out.
You know what's weird to think about?
Yeah, on the LA one. That's it. Okay.
In those shows, then, that canonly means that Ice-T doesn't exist.
Why?
In the Law and Order show that he is in.
Oh, because he's there?
Because he's there as a different person.
No, just his doppelganger is Ice-T.
I don't know. I don't know if that's right.
He's still there, though. He's not Ice-T, though. He's not playing Ice-T. He's just a detective that looks exactly like Ice-T. It's completely different. I get what you're going for, though, but if his character had been named Ice-T, then I would probably agree with you. Unless he doubled as a detective and a rapper, which would actually be fucking awesome.
Yeah, it would be, but I don't think that would be that way.
Well, we need to make it that way. But no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's weird to think about.
Yeah. It is the possible alternate universe, though, where Ice-T did become a detective.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very close. But he's not him. His doppelganger became a detective.
I see.
Yeah. So, although if he ever ran into Ice-T, he could die if he has less luck.
It's true.
And he probably does, because you need more luck to become a rapper than a detective.
It's also true, too.
That would be my guess.
Yeah, so if it was like
Kurokami, then the detective Ice-T would die. I liked the concept for that show. I never finished it, though. His doppelganger water tea. That's fucking hilarious. No, it should be hot tea.
Oh, you're right.
Right?
Yeah, it should be.
Hot tea.
Hot tea. Hot shit.
Right? If they, like, hit each other, like, steam starts coming out or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
When they're, like,
100%.
punching in the fight.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, where their fists meet, there's, like, steam from the temperature difference. Water tea. Water tea sounds like a weird style of shirt.
Yeah?
It's hot girl summer. I bought all my water teas. Let's do it, ladies.
That's awful. God, that's like, how did you make something just sound so fucking miserable.
Unfortunately, that's my superpower. Just to create the most miserable things anyone's ever heard. Look, man, it's not me who is wrong. It is the youth. The children are wrong.
They always are.
Going to that flea market and the estate sale did make me want to do some more like bargain hunting, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while. I used to love going to garage sales all the time. I had an app so I could do them like weekly, you know?
Yeah.
Try to find stuff.
I definitely like the idea of going and like looking for somebody who's like got like the random thing that you're like been searching for.
Yeah, it happens every now and then. You can find something pretty cool every now and then. You know,
Mm-hmm.
The bonus of going to the Canton one is usually you can buy some really cheap snacks at worst.
Yeah.
Now, they might not be good for you, but, you know, they're still pretty cheap.
Mm-hmm.
You get some crazy cheap fucking Slim Jims. Insanely cheap Slim Jims. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. It's worth it for the Slim Jims alone, chat. What?
Slim Jims, man.
Slim Jims. Dude, Slim Jims are good.
Never been
I
a
see
fan.
Slim Jims a lot. No, what?
Never been a fan.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I just like regular jerky.
Oh, damn, I'm learning new things. I'm learning a lot of new stuff tonight, Chad.
He makes it sound like he's gonna kill me in my sleep.
No.
No.
I want you to see my face.
I want you to know it was me.
I want you to know. I would never do that.
Honestly, I don't think you'd kill me just because I'd want it too badly.
That too, obviously. And you know I never give the fans what they want.
Oh no, you've never.
No, you never give the fans what they want, Chad. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because that means they can walk all over you after that. Or they don't have to come back. They've already gotten what they want.
Yeah, exactly. Can't make them believe they've gotten what they wanted.
Oh, John, are you coming over tomorrow? Or no, I don't remember.
June bugs.
Right? The June bugs. They're coming.
It's not even June yet.
Nope.
What time? I guess like 5, like normal.
Yeah, 5 is fine.
Something like that.
5. Everyone should be getting home around then.
Yeah. I don't have to work tomorrow. I just have a few errands I need to run.
Yeah, 5 sounds good.
Well, at least I don't need the light table anymore.
Yeah, because we didn't watch anything last week. Oh, anime.
Yeah,
everyone was out.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Sabrina just watched Serial Mom, and then we watched Psycho.
How was Serial Mom, BT Dubs?
Serial Mom's awesome. You've never seen it?
No.
Oh, I thought you had said you'd seen it before.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I've seen it a couple times before this.
You said, I remember you saying it was on TV, but that was about it.
Yeah, I saw it on TV. That was the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
I came in like mid-movie when it was on TV. And so then, of course, I had to watch it again later.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, because I came in, and then my dad's like, "Oh, it's Serial Mom," you know? Like I'm supposed to know, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm like 11 or something.
Yeah, you're supposed to know.
Yeah, you know, obviously I know, you know. And then that was when I saw her, like, beat the old lady to death with the leg of lamb. It's like, oh, this is crazy, you know?
Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted.
You gonna head out? All right, man. Have a good night, Calvin.
Stay well. Hope you got your answer from us about the Hollywood.
It really should be none. They don't need to be making any anime movies.
Yeah, they really don't.
Like, please. Yeah. No, it's a good film. It's not very, like, it is a John Waters movie, but it's not like, you know, Pink Flamingos. This is a mainstream John Waters movie. This was after Hairspray.
Okay, that's why I remember this conversation, though. Why you probably thought I had seen this movie. I do remember John Waters movies.
Yeah, because you know who John Waters was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why you were like, of course you would fucking like this movie. And of course you saw it when you were young, and that's why you're insane. You know?
Yeah. No, I remember now how this conversation went. But no, I've never seen that movie.
Oh, okay.
I know.
No, it's fun.
I know John Waters films is what I know.
Got you. Yeah, it's fun, and it's very dark comedy. It's a really fun movie. But it's not like, like I said, it's not Pink Flamingo or anything. Not that crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a hilarious romp around the suburb, you know?
Mm-hmm.
With a lot of murder.
A lot of murder, you know. Like it be.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that's how it is.
That's just how it was back then, you know?
Look, that's just how the Lord do.
Yeah, exactly.
This is how the Lord do.
Mm-hmm. Maybe if you learn to separate out your recyclables, you won't get fucking killed, you know?
I mean, yeah. That was what that movie taught me.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna come and try to get you.
Yeah. As they should.
John's Pink Birdie, Pink Flamingo, right? These kids who were wise beyond their years. I haven't seen him in a while. I know he's in school, so.
Actually, let's do that.
I've seen. Last time I was over, everyone but him showed up. It was crazy.
It's a shame.
Yeah. Yeah, because Lena can walk around and everything, but she can't start talking. She hasn't started talking yet.
Mm-hmm.
She can, like, kind of... It kind of sounds like she says a word, but not really. And then, like, William, he could walk around some, I think. It looked like... I think he could walk. Yeah, anybody who can't talk or anything, he's nowhere near that. He's fucking huge, though. He's probably gonna be like 20 feet tall, like fucking George Washington.
At least he's not saving the British children.
Well, no, God, no. We wouldn't be caught dead saving the British children. It is funny, though, because, like, well, it's not funny, but, like, part of it is, like, just weird and funny, because, like, not funny, but, like, you know what you know how I use the word funny?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Like, kind of sad in a way, also, sometimes. But, like, because, Elizabeth, that's Maxwell's, that's his sister, she has some sort of, like, developmental thing or something. I'm not quite sure. They don't know what it is yet. But my sister is still, like, incredibly insensitive about it. Because she's just like, I think she's maybe, like, you know, and then she says, you know, or, you know.
Yeah.
And she's like, but you're not supposed to call it that anymore, so I don't really know what to say. Like that, you know?
Jesus. Yeah, that is
She's
funny.
like, they're not quite sure because they can't test her on some of this stuff yet. But she's like, she has no sense of danger, apparently. She's like, this dog was fucking just barking like crazy, like right in front of her, like about to, you know, maul her, you know? And she's just like, no fucks given, like trying to pet the dog. You know, she's like, she doesn't understand danger or anything. She's just talking about her, you know? I was just like, this is, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, kind of surreal, you know?
Yeah.
Because she's like, I don't know why you can't say that. That's a medical term, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, that's what they say, you know? I was like, lovely. But that's pretty par for the course for her. So...
But yeah, I just thought that was
well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. It's
just like, okay.
Ironic.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, this is kind of funny, you know, the way I define funny.
Yeah.
You know?
The way of, like, this is...
depressing in a bit, you know?
Yeah,
like, just like, yeah, like...
you are a fool, and you are a fool, and you do not understand why you are a fool.
Yeah, exactly.
Something along those lines, yeah.
Yeah, just a bit like that, you know? I was like, well, this is your kid, you know?
Yeah.
Like...
No sympathy.
Yeah, it's just interesting. Like I said, it's par for the course. So...
How it be.
Right.
How it be.
They have way too many fucking toys, though. We were at that flea market, and I was looking at some of the toys, and I was like, you know, maybe I'd pick them up a toy if they didn't have about 1.5 million fucking toys already.
Yeah. That's how it is with kids sometimes. They just get too many.
Yeah. Yeah, they buy them like way too many toys. They have like every PJ Masks toy. I don't know if you know that show.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
So. Which, like, it's not the worst show for kids to watch.
No, it's not. It's
It was funny, though, because they had it on, or something was on, and I was like, oh shit, Luna Girl's on? I love Luna Girl, because she steals everything. My mom was just like, why would you just say that, you know? Like, what was, you know, come on, these kids are trying to watch a show, you know, like she's a villain, you know? I'm just like, no, she's the best character. She sees what she wants, she takes it, you know? She's motivated. Like, why am I not gonna like the thief character?
Why would I not like the character that I identify with?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What are you trying to do? Kink shame me?
Come on. No, that's creepy. Don't say that. This character's like a 10-year-old girl or
No,
something, dude.
I don't know what the word for it would be.
That's
then.
fucking disgusting.
Look, what do you want me to say? What am I supposed to say?
I don't know, but not that. That's fucking creepy, man.
We do have fun here.
Mom, I identify with the struggle. Yeah, exactly. Right?
Man.
Look, I want the moon too, okay? Like, come on. She's living my best life.
Mood.
Right? She flies on like a little thing too, like a little floaty board that's shaped like a little crescent moon or something.
That is my, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this is sick.
She is definitely living our best life.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But no, it's funny also because for the longest time I actually didn't know the series was called PJ Mask because when my parents say it, it sounds like they say PJ Maxx.
Yeah.
And I'm like, isn't that a clothing store? Or so that's TJ Maxx.
Yeah, it is TJ Maxx.
That's what it sounds like though to me. You know?
Oh yeah, the clothing store.
So I was like, wait, PJ Maxx? What? Like, and then it was funny because I told my mom the owl one reminded me of a character from Gotcha Man.
Nice.
So I showed her Gotcha Man characters, and she's like, "Oh, you're right. I could see it." You know.
All these playa pimps coming out.
Right.
That's what they kind of look like right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my sister doesn't work at the airport anymore. I found that out.
Nice.
I think she works at, did she say North Park Mall or something like that? I think she said now. Some fancy Italian place.
Oh, yeah, I think that's it. Italy. That sounds about right. That sounds like the name. Or Italy or whatever.
Yeah.
This looks like it says Italy.
But
It is.
yeah, is it Italy or
Yeah.
Italy? I'm not sure.
Italy, yeah.
Okay, yeah. She works at that place. That sounds about right.
That place is pretty cool, yeah. And also,
Okay.
because it's also like a grocery store.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never been there. I don't remember it, at least.
Yeah, they have one in New York. I remember,
Oh, okay.
I remember going there a few times. They're pretty expensive, so I never really...
I imagined, yeah. She was like, I can get you a discount, whatever. And I'm just thinking, like, it's probably too expensive.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
And then I was like, will you guys have anything gluten-free or vegan or anything, you know? Because I was like, I'm not going to go with anybody probably other than, like, maybe Sabrina or someone.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, if all of us went, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be, like, really weird if she couldn't eat anything there. She was like, I don't think so. Like, that's what I thought.
That would be...
I mean, it's Italian, you know?
Yeah. I've never heard of an Italian vegan.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, I was just like thinking
But
about it.
vegans only exist in America anyway. Everyone knows that. And they're only all white, obviously.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
Let's see, hold on. John says, I went there with Gabby a couple weekends ago. Oh, really? Let's see, he says, I got the super high pizza stuff you can bring home for real cheap. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
I guess next time I see her, I'll ask her about it. Nice. The jackets look good.
Mm-hmm.
I do love their outfits. Like green, like the green is really cool.
Yeah.
That they wear.
Yeah, I like how this is like very vibrant.
It looks like cool because the person is like disappearing behind the thing, but they're also like in front of it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Makes you think, you know.
Sure.
Makes you think, man.
What does it make you think?
I don't know. About
Alright.
space and stuff.
About space.
About Neil deGrasse Tyson and stuff. Is that the signature?
Yep.
Nice. Hey, that means it's done.
Yep.
Shocked. Oh, it looks good. Sometimes I never know exactly what's going to be done. Whatever that was, though.
That's my ruler.
Okay. That looks really cool. I like it. It's really vibrant.
Yeah, let's do our last little bit of tearing off the tape.
The tearing of the paper. Oh, damn. Is he cheating?
Well, no, I gotta get this part right here.
No, I'm just trusting you.
But yeah, I haven't been to North Park Mall in quite a while.
Yeah.
The last time we went to North Park was to see Akira in theaters, right?
Yeah.
That was at North Park, right?
I believe so. Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's either that or it was at Stonebriar. No, it was definitely at North Park.
No, it was at North Park.
It was at North Park.
It wasn't
yeah.
Stonebriar.
Yeah, it was at North Park. Because I remember we had to drive down the highway.
Yeah.
And then it was in a different spot than the Stonebriar movie theater. So, yeah. That was really fucking cool to see that in theaters, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, holy shit.
It is also funny just seeing that movie in general, just because you're like, dude, this is so different from the manga.
Yeah,
all this stuff
I've never read all of the manga. I want to, though.
I got
you
it.
have it all, right?
Yeah, I do. It's only 6 volumes.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
It's kind of wild, actually, to think about how short it is, technically, compared to most newer series and things like that.
I mean, you know, the creator knows what they need to get done.
Yeah, it's like, again, like, I think it's a bit of a mix, though, because, like, I don't know how, so, you know, like, how in, how sometimes it's a serialization, so it's going to be as long as it's popular,
It'll keep going.
Yeah, keep going sort of thing. Or if it's like a limited run, so sometimes series are
From the beginning.
From the beginning, it's known that it's only going to be limited. So they try to get it in as much as possible in a limited amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things where you're like, I don't know what the original thing is, especially because it's such an older series.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I don't remember like how serializations worked back in the day.
I mean, it just depends on what magazine it's in.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me look that up, actually. Let's see. In Weekly Young Magazine from 1982 to 1990. Right? Those have the chapters. So this looks like it was bi-weekly or something. That's kind of actually. Hold on, wait. You're really serialized.
Oops.
Watch out.
I didn't mean to do that one.
Oh, this is the volumes. That's not. That's why I was like, that's weird. That's not the chapters. Okay. I don't know. No, this looks pretty fucking sweet. I'm digging it.
All right. Well, we're gonna head out. We're gonna go watch some House Husband live action. After that, I guess we're just gonna pass out.
I'm down. Totally.
Just chloroform ourselves right after that.
Oof, man.
Just straight up. Don't even need to get up. Just go for a light nap real quick.
Pretty fucking much. God knows I need it.
All right. All right. Y'all have a great night. Watch a funky space wizard battle.